counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
We're tied at 1. Hallie Stegman.
And a good evening, football fans. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium. Along with Grant Olson, I'm Eric Granstrom here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we bring you live coverage of the Bridge of Sportsmanship. It's the 17th version of this game. Of course, the series has been around for a lot longer than that, and Wenatchee dominates that series, but lately, Grant, it's been all Eastmont.
Boy, it sure has 4 wins in a row, and they've been pretty convincing, especially if we go back to last spring, that last game last spring, 38-0. But, yeah, it's been dominated by Eastmont.
Eastmont's got the youth movement, certainly, with a starting quarterback who's a sophomore. They got 4 sophomores on the starting offense, and Coach Michael Don, whom we'll talk to as the pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel, says, hey, it's all about us, and we don't worry too much about Wenatchee, although that's easier said by the coach than it is for the players.
It really is, too, and Eastmont has such an explosive offense, Eric. They have those youngsters, as you said, but they can do so many things on offense and on defense.
Sad part for Eastmont today, they're without Corbin Keys. He got folded over in the game last week in that big win against Lewis and Clark last Saturday. He's out. He's got an MCL, maybe an ACL, so that's tough luck, but they got plenty of guys to fill his shoes.
You know, they're chock full of running backs here at Eastmont with Ruffins, and they also have Gunnar Petersen, a youngster who's very, very good. And then, of course, Ivan Corona, the senior that kind of is the general out there for this offense. So they have lots of depth at running back, but, boy, Keys, he's going to be missed.
Now, speaking of injuries, Wenatchee also injured after its game last week on that road loss to Mountain View. Johnny Mezquia, the big one who is possibly not 100% coming into this with an ankle. He's never had an ankle injury before, going to have to try to play through that.
And, you know, he's the playmaker for this Panther team, and now the Panthers are going to have to try. Somebody's going to have to step up and make some plays here tonight. Will it be sophomore Jake Devereaux, or will it be someone else? I don't know, but somebody's going to have to fill those shoes if a Mezquia is 100%.
Now, of course, the elephant in the room was that there wouldn't be a Panther here tonight. Now, that's changed as of just a little bit ago. Of course, what happened last night with the volleyball game and the Wenatchee student body rushing the floor and getting in the face of the Eastmont students, the Wenatchee administration decided this morning, okay, nobody's going to the game, the students can't go, but they changed their mind here this afternoon, and I'm happy to see them.
I am too, because, you know, the actions of 70 students shouldn't determine what happens with the rest of the 1,000 enrollment or whatever at Wenatchee. So that part really wasn't fair, but last night shouldn't have happened either. It is about sportsmanship, and that's what it should be about. So let's get past it now.
And credit to the Wenatchee student ASB, because they went to the administration and they fought for their right and their possibility to be here. They said, okay, we're going to work with you on the whole sportsmanship thing. So we'll watch that as well tonight throughout this contest. Now, coming up on the pregame show, we're going to talk to the players. We're going to talk to the coaches. But on the way next is a tradition here with our Bridge of Sportsmanship coverage. We have the big announcement about the toy drive with a representative from Les Schwab. So be sure and hang on for that. It's the Bridge of Sportsmanship 17th version here at Wildcat Stadium. We've got it for you live on the NCWLIFE Channel. Hey, are you ready for some football? I hope so, because we are, and we'll be back right after this.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome back to the Bridge of Sportsmanship pregame show. I'm Eric Granstrom, joined by the brand new manager. Well, not so new, a couple months now anyway.
Yep.
Okay. Tad Rhinesmith joining us here, who is the manager for the Wenatchee store of Les Schwab here in the Wenatchee Valley, with a big announcement. First of all, of course, it's hard to think about it when we got temperatures in the 70s, but Christmas will be here before you know it. And unfortunately, we do have a lot of kids in this valley that would possibly go without if it weren't for some of the fantastic organizations here in the Wenatchee Valley that we help out with the toy drive, which Tad has a new name this year.
Yep, it does. It's the North Central Washington Community Toy Drive presented by Les Schwab.
And we appreciate Les Schwab's involvement with that. Now, I hear from your wife, Amanda, who's behind the camera. She didn't want to come on camera tonight, that you guys have bounced all around in the Les Schwab family. But Les Schwab is always about doing the right thing.
Yep.
Talk about that commitment, no matter in what community you've been in at Les Schwab.
Well, the nice thing about the Les Schwab family is that we believe in supporting our community, and there's nothing more important to us than the community. So being a part of this company is being a part of the community. That's what we strive to be. So we're really excited to be here, and we're really excited to help. You know, last year it sounds like we helped a little over 2,200 kids.
Isn't that
in this
amazing?
Community.
2,200.
So we're hoping to do the same thing this year and hopefully more.
Yeah, and part of the reason, and I happen to be on the board, so I'm not clueless when it comes to this, but I wanted Tad to do the announcement there, is that we're not just serving the Wenatchee Valley anymore. We're broadening that scope because we're realizing there's a need all over North Central Washington.
Yep. This year it's supposed to be, part of the name change was because we wanted it to be the Chelan and Douglas and Okanagan counties is all that we're serving here.
Now, in addition to that, of course, there's been work going on behind the scenes ever since the end of last year and the Community Toy Drive, I guess, fulfillment that happened last year, is that donations have been coming in, and we've had people out on the street trying to ask for help and getting donations, and we got big news as far as that goes.
We did. We received a really generous, really big donation that actually helped us secure permanent storage for the toys, which is amazing. So that way we don't have to continually move them around from place to place.
Well, and if you think about that, I mean, 2,200 children, and we're trying to get at least 3 toys to those children. And so that's a lot of toys. So you got to figure we're collecting it from you. We're at Hooked on Toys. We're all over the community. And we got to put it somewhere until the organizations we work with can get them out to the children in time for Christmas. So that's a big deal, and boy, and thanks to Go USA for working with us too on the location.
Yep, huge help. Huge help.
So we got to talk about the toy drive. I know we're in the 70s, but you know, as I said, Thanksgiving is going to be here. I mean, it just felt like yesterday it was Labor Day weekend, for goodness sakes. Now we're already to the end of October, or 1st of October. So when are we kicking off the toy drive?
So the official start will be the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It'll be November 27th.
Okay, and be sure and join us that day at Hooked on Toys. We'll be there broadcasting live with NCWLIFE Channel. Our buddies at KKRV will be there broadcasting live on radio. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and that will be our official send-off and kickoff for the Community Toy Drive. It's the NCW Community Toy Drive presented by Les Schwab. And thanks again, Tad and Les Schwab, for all you guys do.
Yep, thanks for having me.
You bet. There you go. Tad Rhinesmith joining us here from Les Schwab. Again, Les Schwab, huge partners with us, not only for the toy drive, but I got to say thanks for partnering with us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. They're helping to sponsor this broadcast. By gosh. And we're going to come back with more in just a moment. We've got to talk to the coaches. We're going to talk to the players, get the lineups. It's all coming up here as we get ready for the 17th Bridge of Sportsmanship on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today. Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We get ready for the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Now visiting with Scott Devereaux, head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers. Well, Scott, that's a long bus trip. What did you learn from that game? I know it kind of got backwards early and kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, it all started when, we wanted to watch Happy Gilmore on the ride down. The DVD player didn't work. So from that point on, the bus trip was bad, the game was bad, the ride home was long, and that's kind of how the whole day went.
Do you flush that, or do you still got learning moments, I'm sure?
Yeah, at film we talked about how to prepare for that type of trip. We talked about it during the week, but all aspects of the game were bad: offense, defense, special teams, and a very good opponent, and we gave them every opportunity to look better.
Let's talk about this one. You still got the whole Big Nine right in front of you. Starts here tonight. Talk about this matchup with Eastmont.
Oh, it's the same old, same old. They run the ball really well. Their defense is solid. We're playing pretty good defense. Offensively, we haven't kind of got it rolling yet, but it's going to be a great game. I think the kids are always excited about this. You don't have to give any motivational speeches or anything like that. Great way to open up the Big Nine season, play your crosstown rival, and let's go.
I know you're dinged up, and that has kind of shown maybe some thin spots on the team. How are you health-wise coming into this?
We are not 100% healthy, that's for sure. Yeah, we've got some key guys out, and we're better when they're in. That's why they're starters.
We used to joke about Washington State, if they lost every game but they beat Washington, that was yeah. Okay. So in the off season now, it's been several in a row that you guys have dropped these guys. Your friends, relatives give you a hard time walking around town. They give you a hard time, or what is that like?
No, not really. Not really. I don't go to East Wenatchee ever. So I don't hear anything from people over there. My truck ran out of gas one time. I pushed it across the bridge before I filled it up. So I don't see people over there, and they probably just boo me anyway. So,
well, best of luck tonight. Keep everybody healthy, can you please?
Yeah, we're trying, man. It is not. Our kids worked really hard. It's weird, like ankle sprains, and Johnny sprained his ankle. He's never had an ankle sprain before. Now he's got one, and guys who have trained really hard are getting these weird things, and it's just.
Well, it's key positions too, where you got these
key
injuries.
Positions. He's one of our most athletic guys on both sides of the ball, and not having Rivers last week, so we won't get Trey back for who knows how long. It hurts when you lose guys that are as good as those guys.
Well, we'll see how she goes tonight. Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
All right, there you go. Scott Devereaux joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk to the senior of his choice coming up here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we're talking to one of the big guys on defense, Antonio D'Angelo, joining us now. So talk about the offseason, preparing. I know last week you'd like to just kind of forget about, but how's it been so far?
It's been pretty good. Off-season is just all about the weight room. That's one of the main keys to success is the weight room.
I talk to guys that set goals. It might be a number. It might be tackles. It might be this, that, the other thing. Did you do that? And if so, can you share?
Yeah. You just got to set a goal and then work to get better and achieve that goal. So I don't feel like last game I achieved my goal.
Now, did the coaches grade you guys out as far as film work and things like that and say, here's where you need to improve?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you need to improve on from last week to this week?
Last week, our offense we gotta fix the little mistakes like fumbles, just little things like the snap count coming off the ball. We just gotta fix the little mistakes, and we should be in pretty good shape.
Now, how badly do you want to beat this Eastmont team? Because it's been a long time.
Yeah, very badly. We want this really bad. We'd hate to lose.
Well, and also, I know one of the team goals is to win the Big Nine title. Yes. You still got that in front of you with your opening a Big Nine against these guys, right?
Yep.
So how are you going to get it done?
Well, we just got to play together, play as a family, work hard. We got to work hard in practice. Yeah, it's all about practice. Mm-hmm. It translates to the games.
Okay, so what other sports do you play, if any?
I play basketball and I do track.
Okay. So do you have more fun playing football?
Yeah, I think I'm better at football than the other ones, but...
What would you like to do after high school?
After high school, I don't know, anything that makes me happy. I just want to be happy.
So when you have free time, if you get much free time, what do you like to do?
Oh, I like to sleep. I really like to sleep.
I haven't had that answer. That's a good answer. Because your day's long. It's school, it's homework, it's practice, it's everything, right?
Yep. As soon as I get home, I just fall straight asleep.
All right, so don't bother him when he's getting the snooze in, but he's certainly not going to snooze here tonight. Antonio, best of luck against the Wildcats.
Appreciate it.
You bet. All right, there you go. Antonio D'Angelo joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back with more right after this.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel, getting ready for the Bridge of Sportsmanship, talking with Michael Ladon, the head coach for the Eastmont Wildcats. Well, let's first talk about last week and a nice bounce-back week for you guys.
Yeah, no, the kids got after it. It was a good week for us, especially in the second half.
Let's talk about preparations this week. You don't have to tell the kids about what the rivalry means. It means something to everybody as far as both programs are concerned. Talk about your prep.
Doesn't really change much for us. It's just another week. We prepare like we do every other week. Kids are just trying to get dialed in and get better every day. Last week I thought we had a bad practice in there. This week I thought the tempo's been pretty good. And
talk about their matchup with you this year. They seem a little thinner, and then they also have a little injury bug going on.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be out there. I know last week they had a couple guys out watching film that make a difference, or a few, and then they had another player get hurt towards the end of the game and limp off the field, and they're good players for them, and we understand how that works. We've gone into games minus some guys, and we're minus a few this week also, but we just we got to rely on our depth and replace guys in, and just like they're going to have to. They're going to have guys who step up and make plays, and we'll see who shows up for them. But they have some real nice pieces, and we'll see who's there.
How big of an advantage is it for you? I got to imagine it's got to be at least some that you've had 3 games in the books where they've only had a couple of opportunities.
Yeah, no, it's nice to be able to get things going. For us offensively, it usually takes us 4 or 5 to kind of get going. We have a really timing-based offense, and the timing's never quite there early in the year, and it's just now starting to click. We're getting better at it, especially with a lot of our young guys. You would think we're veteran offense, but we still have a bunch of sophomores in there. They're returning starters, but they're still sophomores, and they're only in their 8th game of their careers.
I know there's the ultimate goal of Big 9 champs and getting to the state tournament and things like that. There's a trophy on the line for this one as well. That's been in your case for quite a while now. Do you talk about that? Do the kids talk about that?
Obviously, the kids think about it, talk about it. We got a nice little run now. Our kids have been playing well the last few years, and we've pulled out some phenomenally close games. I mean, it's just been up until the last one, it had been barn burners, and win or lose since I've been here up until the last one, they've been all within 5-point swing, 7-point swing. They've been really close games. So this was just another opportunity to go out and compete. And in a rivalry game, you got to come out. They're going to come out swinging, and they're going to put their best foot forward. And we just got to be ready to roll early.
Well, I know you'll have fun. Keep everybody healthy. We'll talk to you afterwards.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Michael Don joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk to the senior of his choice coming up next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we talk to one of the Eastmont Wildcats prior to the Bridge of Sportsmanship, Brooks Travato, joining us now. Well, Brooks, tell me about your season so far. We know the team has been up and had a little stumble at G-Prep. How's it been for you?
We've all been working pretty hard here, and over the summer we were all working hard, trying to get better. And, I just think we're trying to get better every week and taking every week.
Now, the goals are pretty lofty for you guys, aren't they?
Yeah, we're working really hard. We want to get through state, All the boys right here, we've been working as hard as we can.
You got a good support cast behind the camera here. Well, let's talk about this matchup with Wenatchee. You guys have controlled this for a long time. The Bridge of Sportsmanship trophy's been staying right here. What's the secret?
I don't really think there is a secret. We just got to have the same mentality every week, and we come in thinking, we got this, and we let our talent show on the field.
Okay. What goals? I know that there's team goals, but then you guys probably do personal goals. So what kind of personal goals do you have?
I'm trying to break the 500 receiving yard record here at Eastmont, so I'm working on that right now.
Now, you got to do you talk to the coach and say, we need to throw it a little bit more in order for me to do that?
A little bit. Me and Don and Tor talked a little bit, and we've kind of made some deals here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about this matchup with Wenatchee here and keeping that trophy. In your case, what do you guys need to do?
We just need to stay focused and treat every week like this week, we can't get too ahead of ourselves. It's a rival week, but, it's the same as every other week. So
you got to tell me, I know Coach talks about, it's just another game, but this is more than just another game, isn't it?
Yeah, this week probably we've, been working harder. You obviously want to beat your rivals, so we're trying to be the best we can be, and hopefully we put a little damage on them.
How is that? Because, it's not like you don't know those guys. Anybody that's been in youth sports, you probably played together, that type of thing. So it's a little weird, but also kind of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. We, some of those kids, we go back and it's fun to trash talk during the middle of plays and, let them know who's better and stuff. But, yeah, it's definitely a little weird, too, at the same time.
All right, so what's your plans after high school?
College. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I don't really got a plan yet.
No educational goals or anything like that?
Hopefully graduate from college.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good goal to have. So let's talk about free time. If you get any free time, I know they keep you busy here with football and everything else. So what do you like to do?
I'm kind of a Xbox guy. Ivan knows we play Call of Duty a lot. I carry him a lot, and then we always hang with friends and stuff, so it's always fun.
Okay. Well, Brooks, thanks for taking the time. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Brooks Servato joining us here on the pregame show. Hey, let's hear it from his teammates in the background here. There we go. We'll come back with more right after this.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can just
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Welcome back once again here to Wildcat Stadium, along with Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom with you as we get ready for kickoff here between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats. Wenatchee won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. So there's one win already, Grant, the coin toss.
That's right.
I think the win for the best poster has to go to Eastmont, however.
Oh, my gosh.
Prior to the game, they had the big, huge poster where the players ran through it. And what did it say, Grant? You took a picture of it.
It said, history repeats itself.
And it lists the years of the last 5 wins in a row for Eastmont. And then it says, Nighty-night Panthers.
Lights out.
Lights out. Ooh, yeah. Well, it could be interesting. I know that there's an intensified feeling after what happened last night, and more of the case of what didn't happen last night, that I think there was a overreaction today, and thankfully cooler heads prevailed.
Absolutely.
And the student body for Wenatchee's here.
Now we have a crowd across the way, which we wouldn't have had much of one if it wasn't
Well, I mean,
for
it would have
that,
been good for us personally for the TV station, because we would have had that many more people watching.
Right, true. But I prefer this. I'm glad.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a chance to get the starting lineups here. So, Malcolm, back in the studio, I should have given you a little heads up on this. Since Eastmont's going to be on offense first, let's get the players to introduce themselves first with the Eastmont offense.
Ivan Kona, number 3, running back from the Lee Elementary.
Luke Gale, number 15, quarterback from the Grant Elementary.
Austin Ruffins, number 17, running back from Cascade Elementary.
Kyle Gonzalez, number 74, right tackle from the Grant Elementary.
Sammy Garcia, number 9, receiver 1 from the Cascade Elementary School.
Tony Ortega, number 75, offensive guard, defensive tackle, the Grant Elementary.
Connor Praser, number 77, offensive guard, the Grant Elementary.
Alex Murphy Dufour, 72, center, the Lee Elementary.
Brooks Servato, number 4, wide receiver 1, and I went to the Grant Elementary.
Andrew Swan, number 61, left tackle from the John Newberry Elementary.
Adrian Ruffins, number 11, tight end, Cascade Elementary.
Gunnar Petersen, number 28, running back number 1 from the Grant Elementary.
Logan Schneider, number 2, linebacker, tight end from Davies Plantation.
And there is the Eastmont offense. We'll get the Wenatchee defense coming up here in just a moment. First of all, teeing up the football for the Panthers will be Alex Sanchez, a 6', 165-pound junior, back deep to receive Logan Schneider wearing number 2. And also back there for the Wildcats, it is having a hard time
Nathan
seeing
Chang,
Is it
I
Nathan
think,
Chang?
Yeah, I think so.
The diminutive one, but boy, can he hit.
Special teams specialist is what he is. Amazing.
Our officials for tonight from the Chelan County Officials Association, the referees Dennis Brandstetter, the umpire Jeremy Wallace, the linesman Nathan Hahn, line judge is Kirk Lyons, and the back judge Rob Tidd. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. 17th version of the Bridge of Sportsmanship is underway. Short kickoff will be taken by the up man. On the return is Austin Ruffins. He can run it. He'll get it out across the 20 to about the 25-yard line, and that's where Eastmont will have the football first. As we are underway, 11:54 to go here in the first quarter of play. First down and 10 for Eastmont from its own 25-yard line. Again, Luke Gale, just a sophomore quarterback, a 6'1", 160-pounder. Watch for Gunnar Petersen in the backfield behind him. Now, on the starting lineup tonight, they list him as number 19. He normally wears 28, so we'll have to see which number he's...
28. Looks like he's 28.
Okay, the usual number.
Right.
Meanwhile, watch for Austin Ruffins. He's number 17. Ivan Corona's number 3. There's your basically backfield for Eastmont.
I think Wenatchee better get ready to see a lot of wing T here tonight.
Absolutely. Panthers getting ready up front defensively. We get a break in the action. We'll get them to introduce themselves. First down and 10. First play of the ball game is a handoff to the tailback, and that is Petersen. And he is hogtied and dropped down from behind after about a 4-yard gain. And Grant, if you're a running football team, you'll take 4 yards in a cloud of dust anytime you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely right, Eric.
Petersen on the carry. Good linebacker core for Wenatchee. Antonio D'Angelo, whom we talked to on our pregame show, Silas St. John, and Jesus Segovia. They're going to be busy, and for Wenatchee to be successful tonight, we need to call Silas St. John's name a lot.
On both sides of the ball, Eric. And Camden Lloydhammer. He could be a big factor tonight as well.
Absolutely. Second down and 6 for Eastmont. Ball right between the hash marks. Hey, look at this. Stacked backfield behind Gale. He's going to go back to pass. Throwing deep downfield. The receiver falls down. No flag out. Just getting his feet caught up was Brooks Travato, who told us on the pregame show, Grant, that he wants to break the single-season receiving mark for Eastmont at 500 yards. And I said, well, you're going to have to convince the coaching staff to throw it a little bit more if you're going to do that. Look what they do. Throw the
right
football.
Off the bat. I had a feeling they might come out and throw one and put one up in the air. Maybe that will be the plan tonight. Not so much run to catch Wenatchee off guard. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, and that's a look I don't think I've seen
I haven't either.
In that stacked backfield. They'll go to the traditional wing tee here on a third down and long, 3rd and 6. And that's always a tough choice for a running team. Ruffins goes in motion. He'll stop and then retreat as Gale comes out from behind center, looks over to the sideline, now back under
they're
center.
Going to delay a game or
we're going to get no timeout taken by Eastmont. That'll give us a chance to have the Wenatchee defense introduce themselves.
My name is Alex Sanchez, kicker, number 10, Mission View Elementary.
My name is Rivers Cook, starting long snapper, number 88, and Washington Elementary.
My name is Charlie Jorgensen. I'm number 21. I play safety, and I went to Washington Elementary.
My name is Antonio D'Angelo. I wear number 9. I play outside linebacker, and I went to Foothills.
My name is Vincent Goforth. My number is number 61. I play offensive and defensive line, and I went to Washington Elementary School.
My name's Camden Lloydhammer. I'm number 6. I play receiver and defensive end, and I went to Washington Elementary School.
My name's Jake Snitley. I'm number 34. I play corner, and I'm from Washington Elementary.
I'm Evan Berdan, 74, left guard, D-tackle, and St. Joseph Elementary.
Johnny Mesqua, number 4, wide receiver / corner, Washington Elementary.
Ivan Corona will get the handoff around the right side, still pecking his way forward, and he might have enough for the first down. They're going to mark him right at the line to gain.
What an effort by Corona there. He just drug a couple of Panther players with him, and along with a really good block, too, by the offensive lineman, number 74, Gail Gonzalez on that right side, really sprung Corona.
So a gain of 7 yards on that carry for Ivan Corona. His first carry of the ball game gives Eastmont a first down.
Eric, I was just going to mention how this could be momentum booster for this Panther defense if they could hold on this third down.
Yeah, 3 and out would have been huge there. 4-man defensive front for the Panthers, and they're going to go a little delay to Ruffins. Ruffins cuts it back, has a hole across the 40 out to the 45-yard line, gain of 9 yards on the first carry of the ball game for Austin Ruffins.
On the carry for the Wildcats. Upright runner, but boy, he's got power in those legs, and he's quick too. If he gets out in the open field, he can really make something happen. But
Ruffin's at 6 foot, 180 pounds. Right. He's a junior running back here for the Wildcats. And a second and short, Grant. Do you think they go to the air again here?
No, I don't think they would. It would be a great time to do it, though. It really would.
Kind of opens up the playbook a little bit, and they're going to hand it off right up the gut to Petersen. He's got a first down and more out near midfield before he's finally toppled backwards. Coming up on the stop, Colby Hill, 6'2", 255-pound junior for the Panthers, but not before Eastmont gets a first down on a gain of 4 yards.
Good young runner, and kind of came on the scene last year as a freshman out of nowhere. About the middle of the season in the spring, this kid just came, and what a running back he's turned out to be.
And I remember watching him as a freshman on the JV team, and he sprung a couple long runs. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you not get that kid in the varsity lineup? And sure enough, he's there. First down and 10, a little reverse direction to Ivan Corona. I'm surprised he got the handoff. He's still pumping his feet forward as he got across midfield down to the Wenatchee 47-yard line. That was two handoffs there.
I saw him kind of working on that in the pregame when they were warming up on the field. It looked like something I hadn't seen, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they're on the Wenatchee side of the 47 after a gain of about 4 yards on first down. So second down and 6. Eastmont with the first possession of the ball game here of the 17th Bridge of Sportsmanship, scoreless so far. Clock running with 8:55 to go here in the first quarter. Corona goes in motion, gets the handoff, running right, trying to get it around the corner. He does, up the far sideline in front of the Wenatchee bench, inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line. Going to bring up a third down and short for Eastmont.
There was Silas St. John on the tackle, Eric. You said he's going to have to be all over the field tonight, and he was there. Came all the way from the other side of the field to make that tackle.
Good job by Wenatchee to try to string him out there, but boy, he is fleet of foot.
So strong, too. Not that big, but got a lot of power in that lower trunk.
I'm going to say he was knocked out of bounds at the 45. So a third down and 4 coming up for Eastmont. Ball right hash mark. Wide receiver wide left is Brooks Travato. In motion, Corona again. Little delay handoff to Corona. He's got a guy right behind him. That's Lloydhammer, who wraps him up, drops him for a short gain. It's going to be fourth down and decision time for Eastmont.
Oh, boy. I think they'll go for it right here. I really do.
Gain of just a yard. Camden Lloydhammer was such a big factor in Wenatchee's first win against Mount Baker, a defensive skirmish. In fact, 10-0 score, and it was a defensive score for Wenatchee. They finally got off the schneid, scoring 2 touchdowns last week, but in a pitiful effort against Mountain View, 51-14 was the final in that one. So fourth down, and Eastmont going for it, maybe trying to draw the defense off sides here. Take a close look. Gale back, throwing left, ball dropped. It's going to go over on downs, and will be over to Wenatchee on a ball that was right in the breadbasket of Brooks Travato.
He wishes he had that one back. That was perfectly thrown on that slant play, and that could have been a big gain. He was open in the middle of the field, had some room to run.
So Wenatchee not only gets the ball back by its defense, but they get good field position at their own 44-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10. We have the starters for both the Wenatchee offense and the Eastmont defense. If we get a break in the action, we'll get the kids a chance to introduce themselves. Meanwhile, we'll tell you that the starting quarterback is Jake Devereaux. That's the son of head coach Scott Devereaux. In the backfield behind him, Blake McGuire, who was a question mark coming into the week with an injury, but he'll get the first handoff, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, but kept his feet churning, and will get out to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Great pursuit by Eastmont.
Boy, those linebackers, I've said it before, they're really the heart and soul of this defense. Logan Snyder, Nathan Chang, and Hunter Moore, all seniors back there, Eric, and they know how to play defense.
And Hunter Moore can deliver a package. 5'10", 225-pound senior, also a state placer in wrestling. Logan Snyder, I mean, you watch this kid walk around without his shirt on. That is a Greek Adonis.
You and I were joking that if we look like that, we'd do the same thing.
Yeah. He has a six-pack. I've got a case. All right, here's the handoff to McGuire again. Gets away from one man, but can't get away from Hunter Moore, who wraps him up like a python and brings him down after a gain of maybe 2 yards.
Boy, those are tough 2 yards right there. And it's going to be a long night for the Panthers running the football if they can't get something going through the air, which I think we will see here. Maybe Jake Devereaux putting it up.
Could be.
Only a sophomore.
He's
pretty
just
amazing.
a sophomore, yeah. And also diminutive at 5'9", 165 pounds. He'll be back at the shotgun here about 4 yards deep behind an offensive line that has been tested so far. Back to pass goes Devereaux, throwing down on the flat. The ball caught on the near sideline. What a beautiful catch. Splitting the defense. Caden Zimmerman comes up with a ball, and he's able to concentrate and bring it in all the way to the Eastmont 36-yard line.
18 yards there, and a nice throw by Jake Devereaux. That was on a rope right to Zimmerman.
The defender, the defensive back there, came flushing up and looked like he tried to pick it off, but Graydon Schneider had the ball go right through his mitts and right into the gloved hands of Zimmerman. So first down and 10 from the 36 of Eastmont. Man in motion, looked like the flag could have been thrown. It's a handoff, and now the flags will come in, as Wenatchee looked like they had 2 men in motion. Meanwhile, the stop at the backfield is all the way back at the 40-yard line. On the handoff on a little end around to a man who gets in there periodically. Aiden Babst is a tight end. So they will whistle that play dead, apparently. They could have done that a little sooner.
Yeah, they could have. Nathan Chang in there, too, to make that stop.
So it'll be either first down over again. I don't think they'll give him a chance to decline the penalty, or will they? If it's pre-snap motion on the offense, that should be a dead ball. Dennis Brandstetter is our referee. He will come over, and so they say a shift violation. So they will take the play and not the penalty. So it's a loss back to the 42-yard line. So a loss of 6 yards brings up second down and 16. Wenatchee right back to the line of scrimmage here, as Devereaux will set him up. He's got 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll hand it off to the back, and boy, McGuire barely got a hold on it as Anthony Lopez comes screaming in and makes the tackle for a loss at the 44.
Going backwards here on this drive.
Well, the offensive line for Wenatchee, Brody Payne is 1 tackle. Vinny Goforth, the guard next to him. Isaac Davis, the center. Jesus Segovia and Colby Hill. Those are the guys up front. You've got, 2, 3, make that 4 juniors and a senior. So there is some experience there, but having a tough time with that defense up front for Eastmont right now. And we're going to get a whistle and a timeout on the field taken by Wenatchee to talk this one over. Hey, while we got a moment, let's get the Wenatchee offensive players to introduce themselves here tonight.
Eager to have you purchase that so you can contribute to their account.
Colby Hill, number 72. I play offensive tackle and defensive nose guard, and I went to Washington Elementary.
I'm Isaac Davis. I play center. I'm number 63, and I was homeschooled.
Sal St. John, number 45, inside linebacker and fullback, Washington Elementary.
Caden Zimmerman, wide receiver, number 16 at Washington Elementary School.
Bo Warren, I'm number 5, safety and wide receiver, and I went to Mission View Elementary. Go Mountain Lions.
Jake Devereaux, number 30, play quarterback, Washington Elementary.
Ethan Wirtz, number 7, defensive end, tight end, Leake Elementary, San Antonio, Texas.
My name is Aiden Babs, and I'm a wide receiver. I'm number 11, and I went to Washington Elementary.
Jesus Segovia, number 54, right guard, Mission View Elementary School.
Connor Dooley, senior quarterback, number 8, the River Academy.
Third down and long here for Wenatchee, and back to pass. Devereaux again throws
Wide
it softly over the middle. The ball is caught and near a first down. I don't know if it's going to depend on the spot. Getting the pass downfield was Bo Warren. He collects it in. They're going to say a first down to the Eastmont 26-yard line. How about that?
21 yards on that pass. Another nice throw by Devereaux.
Right on the money to
really
Bo
was.
Warren. As Warren, with that soft toss to him, had to feel like that ball was taking forever to come down to him as he heard footsteps But Eastmont can't get there before he gets the first down. So success through the air so far for Wenatchee. First down and 10 from the Wildcat 26. Turn, handoff. This is a different running back this time. We got a flag down, and carrying the ball for the Panthers was number 31, whom we don't have on the roster. Interesting. Flag down, meanwhile, looks like it's in the area of a hold, and certainly will be a hold against Wenatchee, so this one is coming back. So it'll be first down over again. The flag is sitting at the 25, so it'll be back to the 35-yard line. And our first penalty of the game is for 10 yards against Wenatchee. So we'll have to figure out who 31 is. It looks a little, and I won't say this for sure. No, it's not Johnny Amezqua, whom we haven't seen yet, by the way. So that ankle must really be bothering him. Back to pass again. Devereaux's going to keep it and run. Dances away from run man, and then finally caught down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Good job by the defense recognizing that the quarterback had flushed out of the pocket. Nathan Chang with the tackle. He'll get almost back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 12 coming up from the 27-yard line.
Quarterback Jacob Devereaux, the ball carrier for the Panthers.
So we might need an assist from somebody out there if you can help us out with number 31 for Wenatchee, because he is not on our roster, and I don't have a JV roster sitting in front of me, so it could be somebody they called up. With all the injuries, you never know.
Right.
4 receivers in the formation this time for Devereaux. Lone back is McGuire back in there. They're going to turn and hand it to him. He bumps into the defense and offense as the push up front was strong by the Wildcats. Tony Ortega first there. He's 6'3", 250, and he's like a wall.
Boy.
Says, third down and long.
McGuire carries 4 carries, 0, 2, -2, and -1 so far in this first quarter.
You got to keep trying to run it, though.
Yeah, you do.
You can't just drop back and pass every down, because Eastmont will just, pin their ears back and come at you. Caden Zimmerman, who caught a big pass moments ago in this drive, splits out wide to the left. He's out there along with Aiden Babst. Back to pass, Devereaux rolling to his left. He wants to keep it, but he is swallowed up back at the 32-yard line. Another negative play, and there again, Tony Ortega.
Wow. Great penetration, first of all. The defensive line is getting right into the backfield of the Panthers, and that's shaking the whole play up. So the offensive line's got to do a little better job for the Panthers of protection right now.
Can't be considered a passing play, so not a sack for Eastmont's defense. Fourth down coming up. And call it about 16 to go with 3 minutes left, and suddenly we're running out of time here in this first quarter. Well, you get both teams running the football, and that will happen. So the Panthers are going to go for it. You would think here, anyway. I don't know if you're in pooch punt position. Devereaux at quarterback gets the snap. Looking left, now flush, now looking. He's going to run. Spins away from one man, but that man hung on for dear life. That was Logan Schneider, and if he gets a mid on you, you're probably going down. He'll be stopped short of the first down. So our second possession of the game will go over on downs again.
Well, I think Coach Devereaux figured, even whatever yards we get, it's still going to push Eastmont back a little bit. So take his chances, and it's almost as good as, a pooch punt maybe.
Absolutely. So 2:39 left here in the first quarter of a scoreless ball game, and it will be Eastmont getting the ball for the second time here in this contest. On a first down, they'll put the ball down at the 24 of the Wildcats, so first down and 10 from there for Luke Gale and company. Again, 4 sophomores in the starting offense here for Eastmont, 1 on the line and 3 position players. Corona goes in motion, back to pass, throwing left. The ball this time caught by Brooks Travato. Tried to get away from the defender over there at the 31, but a good job by the defense of converging and making the stop sure-handedly was Bo Warren. But a big gain on first down, about 8 yards on the play.
It was. First completion of the night for Gale.
So Luke Gale breaks the huddle. Good pace so far for Eastmont. Getting out of the huddle quickly. Of course, they get to the line of scrimmage. Half the time they check off over to the sideline. Let's see if they do that here with 3 backs. Motion man is Corona. Handoff is the tailback Petersen. Looks like he's got a first down across the 35. Well, that was some hard-fought yards there, as Camden Lloydhammer, one of the first to get there for the Panthers, but not before Eastmont gets another first down.
About a gain of 4 that time for Petersen. I'll tell you, Lloydhammer's got to make plays like this all night for Wenatchee to make stops on this wing tee. I think he's kind of, over the years has seen this enough that he has an eye out for it.
Absolutely. So first down and 10 for Eastmont as the clock winds down here on this first quarter. Just a minute 43 ticks left. Travato splits out wide to the left to the near sideline towards the Eastmont bench. Motion again is Corona. The handoff to Petersen, picking his way across the 40, still on his feet and refusing to go down. He never did go down, but the whistle will sound as he got to the 42-yard line. Gain of 6 yards.
Tough runner, isn't he? 4 carries, now 20 yards for Petersen.
Well, and he's 5'9", 165 pounds, and a sophomore. Think of that and his future for Eastmont the next 2 years.
They've got a lot coming back, without a doubt.
Second down and 4. We'll see what the play choice is here for Eastmont. Luke Gale reaching up, and it looked like he was wiping a bug off of his chin strap. No, that's a signal to the coach. Corona goes in motion. That snap was a little off here. The throw near side, caught by Travato. Got away from one man. Will get a first down out near midfield. Good pitch and catch to Travato. Warren was there first, but he slipped the tackle of Warren. Finally stopped by Charlie Jorgensen, but not before Eastmont again collects a first down out of midfield.
And you know what, Eric? That play will be there all night for Eastmont. Warren is playing off Travato at least 10 yards, and that pass is an easy one for Gale to make.
There's about 20 seconds difference between the play clock and the game clock, so we'll have to get one more play here from Eastmont before we close the books. And if you're an official, you love this position on the field because you don't have to go very far when you switch ends.
Right.
Corona in motion, back to pass again. Gale, he's getting flush, going to flow it out to Petersen, and great job on the outlet, and a gain of 5 to the 45-yard line.
Under reception for the Wildcats.
Vincent Goforth on the stop, the junior for Wenatchee. Nice play there.
And that's probably going to do it for our first quarter of play, and scoreless in the Bridge of Sportsmanship here tonight at Wildcat Stadium. Thanks for joining us on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll take a 60-second break and come back. Second quarter action straight ahead with Eastmont with the football. We're back after this.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you. You're our lifeline.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Well, here we go. Second quarter play with Eastmont on the Wenatchee side of midfield at about the 45-yard line. It'll be second down and 5 coming up for the Wildcats. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel with Grant Olson. I'm Eric Granstrom. And I like the officials are making sure we get our full 60 seconds in between quarters. Very nice. Thank you, Dennis Brandstetter and company. So Luke Gale will come up under center here with the ball at the left hash mark. Again in motion is Corona, handoff Petersen, and boy, how did he get away from the first man that was in the backfield? Getting the penetration there for Wenatchee. I think that was Vincent Goforth who got in there and hit him in the backfield. It will be no gain basically on the play as the ball will be sitting at the 45. It'll be third down and 5 coming up.
Eastmont has the ball at the 45.
Big third down, really, for both teams here. Eastmont converts. They're into Wenatchee territory even a little bit farther, and it would be huge for this Wenatchee defense.
Well, you got Brooks Travato here near side. He's got the man playing 10 yards off of him. And they're going to throw his way. The ball a little bit high, though, and it is an incomplete pass. Meanwhile, Gale was racked in the backfield.
He really was.
As getting back there for Wenatchee.
I don't have a 74.
I don't have a 74 on the roster either. But, you know, I mean, with the injuries that have happened to the Panthers, they're grabbing guys off the street and saying, can you play?
He gave Gale a shot there, too.
Yeah, he did. So 4th down coming up from the 45-yard line and a punting situation. First punt of the night here. As the punter for Eastmont is the all-world leg, Cameron Pope, standing at his own 42-yard line. Meanwhile, I think we got the man that we don't have a name for back there. End-over-end kick taken, bobbled at the 13, dancing around as the return man. And that's about all he's going to get there. Good coverage by Eastmont downfield.
First player, I think, Spencer Heimbinger down there to make that stop on special teams.
And you talked about Nathan Chang. He was in the mix as well on that stop.
Every time on special teams. It's crazy.
They're going to put the ball right now. Okay, it was at the 10. Now they're moving it up to the 15-yard line. So that's where Wenatchee will have it, their first possession here of the second quarter with 11-12 left here in the quarter.
15-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers.
So first down for Wenatchee. We'll get the Eastmont defense to introduce themselves coming up here in just a little bit. Meanwhile, it's Devereaux remaining at quarterback. Takes a high snap, hands off. McGuire gets past 2 men and spinning his way across the 20 out to the 21-yard line. Good run that time by Blake McGuire. I think that's his biggest run of the game so far.
It is. He had a 2-yard gain and now this 6-yard gain.
But do we have a flag down? The officials were kind of talking to each other like there was a flag on the field. I don't see any laundry out there. But they're still talking with each other.
1st and 10, Wenatchee.
Possibly a penalty against the Panthers.
Oh, there is a flag down way over by the...
Oh, okay, I see it. Right about the place where the tackle was made. So maybe a hand to the face mask type of a situation since it was right where the tackle was made. Our official, Dennis Brandstetter, comes over. He says personal foul. No, against the offense.
You know what I saw, Eric, is McGuire lower his head at the end of that play, and I think that may be what it is.
Okay. Well, usually he'll do the fist to the helmet or to the head move, saying it was a collision head-to-head. Maybe he lowered his head, but there wasn't a head-to-head collision necessarily. So they are at the 20, talking it over. It'll be half the distance to the goal, whatever the case. So that should put it back at the 10-yard line.
And so much for McGuire's 6-yard run, which is the biggest of the night.
So dead ball, personal foul against the offense. And no indication as to what the penalty is necessarily. So half the distance will be a 10-yard penalty. Second penalty against the Panthers now for 20 yards in the game. And after the penalty, they'll have it first down from their own 10-yard line. So they got second down on the stick over there. Anyway, handoff. Dive play up the middle. Beautiful by McGuire. Got away from the defense to the 40, to the 45-yard line. Finally, Apollo Mora makes a touchdown-saving tackle out near midfield. What a scamper by Blake McGuire.
30 yards on that first down and 15.
Well, what do you do when you're backed up in your own end? You run the football. And that was a big hole up the middle. Maybe they guessed right, and Eastmont's defense on a stunt guessed wrong there.
I think so.
Found themselves out of position. So first down and 10 from the 45. Ball right hash mark here for Devereaux, as he's got 2 backs either side of him here. He's going to bring Camden Lloydhammer in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Devereaux keeps it. Got a yard, and that was it. As popping up from the tackle and pumping his biceps is Kellen Leonard, the 6'2", 175-pound sophomore, makes the stop after a yard.
Jacob Devereaux keeping the ball for the Panthers. Out to the 40.
Loaded with sophomores on this Wildcat team.
Yeah,
crazy.
Is the truth. So Wenatchee breaking the huddle. Panthers got into Eastmont territory briefly in their first drive. This is their second drive of the ball game. Scoreless here tonight. The Bridge of Sportsmanship. 2nd down and 9. Handoff again, a little delayed at McGuire. This is the same play where he got the big gallop. This time he is swallowed up at the 49.
McGuire had some room there. He was making his move to the outside. Logan Snyder, he's kind of like Bobby Wagner. Once he gets a hold of you, you're down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no getting away from the wrap-up of Logan Snyder.
No.
So 3rd and 6 coming up for Wenatchee. Splitting out wide to the left will be Zimmerman here, as McGuire's in the backfield along with Silas St. John. Splitting out wide to the right, Johnny Amezqua making his appearance. Devereaux throwing down the middle. The ball caught by Lloydhammer. And Apollo Mora wraps him up, but not before a big gain on the play to the Eastmont 33-yard line.
16 on that play, and Devereaux is really throwing the football well tonight. He was wide open, though, over the middle.
Well, we talked about it with Lloydhammer's older brother, who is also a tight end for Wenatchee. You get a big kid like that, why not just lob it to him over the middle?
Absolutely.
He's got the height advantage no matter where he goes on the field.
Right.
And Lloydhammer at 6'4" and 225 collects that one in for the big gain. Scoreless so far, but Wenatchee in Eastmont territory on a 1st down and 10 from the 33. Handoff again. McGuire bounces it around outside. He cuts it back inside the 30 and still on his feet down to about the 26-yard line. Good gain on 1st down. So Wenatchee figuring out things up front.
Yeah, all of a sudden now, Blake McGuire, 44 yards on the ground here in this first half, but that 30-yard run did help things out. But great job by this offensive line of the Panthers. They're blowing open some pretty good holes right now against a pretty experienced defensive line.
Absolutely. So 2nd down and short. We'll see if they go to the air here again. Devereaux's been pretty successful so far on his few passes in this ball game. On a 2nd and short, nope, going to hand it off again, and McGuire is hit by one man and then brought down by others. Was that McGuire? Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Gain inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Going to be a little short of the 1st down, however. 3rd down and short coming up for the Panthers.
Another nice tackle, this time by Nathan Chang from his outside linebacker position.
Out across the 25 to near the 24.
Boy.
And
number 31 comes in again. We apologize, folks. And if you know who 31 is, maybe you could tell us on our Facebook feed, and we'll get a little help from somebody out there. But we would love for to be able to give you his name as he gets the handoff. Mystery Man has a 1st down and more inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. 1st down for Wenatchee.
Graydon Schneider with the tackle for the Wildcats.
And I thought, whoever that is comes up gimpy, and he is absolutely limping on that right ankle, right leg. And so he will head to the sidelines here. In fact, he won't make it to the sidelines as he goes down and is in a lot of pain right now on the field. While we have a moment here, let's get you the Eastmont defense to introduce themselves here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Cameron Pope, kicker, number 85, Cascade Elementary.
Hunter Moore, middle linebacker, number 8, Cascade Elementary.
Spencer Heimbigner, number 7, defensive back, Grant Elementary.
Nathan Chang, number 44, outside linebacker, and from Chow Mein Elementary.
I'm Damian Ariano, number 64, defensive tackle from Lee Elementary.
Anthony Acorn Lopez, number 99, D-end, Bean Prep.
Kellen Leonard, number 16, D-end, Sheltonville Elementary.
Graydon Schneider, number 10, DB from the River Academy.
Peyton Guest, number 5, DB from Lee Elementary.
Josh Leonhardt, number 34, a linebacker from Grant Elementary.
Apollo Mora, number 1, defensive back from Lee Elementary.
And welcome back. Unfortunately, a pretty good injury here to the number 31 for the Wenatchee Panthers, and he will head to the sideline with some assistance. And so he is out. And again, we apologize. We are not finding this man on the roster, so we'll get you his name as soon as we can get some help from the sidelines. Meanwhile, 1st down and 10 for Wenatchee inside the 20, ball at the 19-yard line. Pretty good drive here for the Panthers. Started on their own 15-yard line after they made a stop on downs. Eastmont jumps into the neutral zone, and that's going to draw a flag, and that will be the first flag against Eastmont here in the ball game.
Big Alex Dufour, and if he has that weight going forward, he ain't going to stop to get back on side, that's for sure. Jump just a little bit.
I should correct myself. Wenatchee getting the ball at the 15 on a punt by Eastmont, our only punt of the game so far. Scoreless here at the Bridge of Sportsmanship, 7:11 left. As after the penalty, it is first down and 5, and a handoff to McGuire again. He's not going to get much this time. Tony Ortega right there at the point of attack. Looked like he wanted to do a souffle move in a wrestling adventure at the end of that. It'll be a second down coming up from the 14-yard line.
McGuire definitely the workhorse here for the Panthers in this first half. 9 carries now.
It'll be second down and 5.
Zimmerman splits out wide to the right. Johnny Amezqua goes wide left here near side for Devereaux on a second down and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw, looks right, throws right. The ball is juggled at the 2-yard line. Good hit by Apollo Mora. And he hit Zimmerman just as the ball got there. Good timing, incomplete pass, brings up third down.
That was a good play all around. A good route, a good throw by Devereaux, and a good defensive play. His first incompletion, by the way, in this first half.
Wow, that's impressive. Third down and 5 coming up for the Panthers. And you immediately start thinking about your kicking unit and how good your special teams are.
Right.
But third and 5, first of all. Devereaux back, wants to throw right, does. The ball caught over there by Lloydhammer, but the defense immediately advancing and making the stop for Eastmont. First there was Spencer Heimbigner. They smelled that one out nicely. Just a gain of a yard, brings up fourth down.
That pass reception made to Camden.
It looks like we might see a field goal try.
So Alex Sanchez is the kicker.
He's a good one.
14-yard line. It'll be third down and 4.
They'll spot it at the 20, so it'll be a fourth down there and kicking opportunity. A 30-yard field goal attempt, ball right hash mark, so a little right to left here at the stadium tonight. Low snap. The snap was down, the kick away, and it's good. Our first points of the Bridge of Sportsmanship is a 30-yard field goal by Wenatchee, and the Panthers lead it 3-0. We'll come back after this on the NCWLIFE Channel.
28 seconds.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Well, that was quite a drive by Wenatchee for our first points of the ball game here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship as Wenatchee leads at 3-0 on the 30-yard field goal for the Panthers by Alex Sanchez. It was a 13-play, 72-yard drive, eating 7 minutes and 37 seconds off the clock.
What a drive.
Sanchez with the ensuing kickoff. This one's going to go deep. Nathan Chang retreating to his own 5 on the return. Across the 10, 15. He's got some room. Dances around to the 20, 25. It's wide open over there. We've got a flag down. He'll cut it back at midfield. Get around Sanchez. He's loose up the far sideline. And unfortunately, this touchdown return will probably come back on an illegal block at about the 32.
And it was Ivan Corona, too, that made the block.
95-yard would-be kickoff return. Touchdown will be wiped away on a penalty.
How exciting is Chang on special teams? It's amazing. He makes the tackles and he makes great plays when he's returning. Just amazing.
He is quick. That is for sure. And, you know, honestly, the block over there where they threw the flag, I don't know if it was necessary.
No, by that time, it was well behind the play.
Yeah, so they say illegal use of the hands or a hold against the return team. That's against Eastmont. So they'll mark it back from the 33. Eastmont will have it first down from the 23 after the penalty.
Boy, what a break for Wenatchee there. That could have changed the momentum in this game in a big way.
Huge, huge. So 5:09 left here in the quarter, in the first half, in a 3-0 ball game. So now it's time for Eastmont to see if the Wildcats can answer after an impressive drive by the Wenatchee offense. And that's something that Coach Devereaux admitted. He says, we're still trying to get our offense going, and we're happy about our defense. It's the offense that needs to get going. Well, they certainly did on that drive. So first down from the 23, Luke Gale behind center. Well, crouch down, call to play, and 2 men in motion. There should be flags. They should blow this dead. They didn't. Travato, meanwhile, made the catch across the 30 out to the 35. That would be a first down, but when you've got your slot backs in the wing tee going towards each other at the same time, that doesn't quite work.
That might be the easiest calls the officials have tonight.
It could be. So that's the second penalty against Eastmont for 10 yards in the ball game. We were scoreless through one quarter, in the second quarter now, and 3-0 ball game as
this game is moving along right now.
We're at the 5-minute mark, 5:03 to go here in this first half. So they'll take it from the 23, the original line of scrimmage, back it up 5 to the 18, if my Cedar Woolley math is right. By the way, there's some interesting stuff going on in social media, and I had it coming through the stands here that we are in favor of one team or the other. Well, folks, I hate to break this to you, but I'm from Cedar Woolley, Washington, and Grant is from Podunk Town in Montana. We're not from here. We don't care.
No, we don't.
just want a good game.
We love both teams.
Absolutely. So first down and 15 for the Wildcats. Ruffins goes in motion. They're going to throw out to the right. The ball caught by Travato over there, but not much on the after the catch. Good job by Bo Warren again, converging. They'll put it back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Yep. That, I hate to say that, but that just wasn't that well thrown. I mean, Travato was open way sooner than that. If he'd have led him a little bit, he may have gotten a few more yards.
And actually, Grant, they were working on that in practice the other day.
Yeah.
It originally was designed as a 3-step drop on that, and they were changing it to a 2-step drop. So I don't think they quite have that down yet.
Right.
Here's Corona trying to get around the left end, but big penetration for Wenatchee that time, making the stop. Again, a number we don't have on the roster, unfortunately, 74.
Nice play.
Now, I wouldn't doubt if that's Evan Burdan wearing a different number than his 75 that is on the roster. So that's a loss of a yard, brings up 3rd and long here for Eastmont. At its own 20, they need to get to the 33 for a first down. So again, my woolly math says it's 3rd and 13.
You got it.
Split out wide to the left is Adrian Ruffins. Got 2 Ruffins in the backfield now for Eastmont. Back to pass, and getting pressure is Gale. The ball caught by Corona. Up the near sideline he goes, fighting and fighting for more yardage across the 40, out near the 45-yard line. What a beautiful throw by Gale. Patience, waiting for Corona to come open. He does, and it's a gain of 24 yards.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, Connor Christensen for the Panthers in that kind of no man's land there from his linebacker position, almost got a hand on that, but a well-thrown ball that time by Gale.
That is Evan Burdan, number 74. I could tell by the shock of hair that's coming out from under the helmet. He has a set of hair on him. Only say that because I'm jealous. First down from the 44. Here comes Wenatchee up defensively, and boy, they get some good penetration that time, and nothing happening for Petersen, I believe, on the handoff. It was Petersen, and he comes up gimping on his left leg. So the battle of attrition here tonight. Second down and 10 coming up from the 44.
Panther defense has been really impressive in this first half. I'm impressed. We haven't seen them play this year, Eric, but they're playing very solid football here.
Not that we haven't tried. We tried to broadcast their first game against Mount Baker, but then that game was moved to a Saturday, and we didn't have the bodies to do that. We tried to broadcast Lewis and Clark at Eastmont last Friday, but that got moved to a Saturday. We already had soccer plans for that day, so It's been a conspiracy, I think, to not let us do football. Handoff to Corona, but nothing happening on the right side. Wenatchee Panthers get in there and get penetration once again. And this time for the Panthers on the stop, it was Rivers Cook, who was out last week with a thumb injury, and boy, did they miss him, but he comes up big here.
2-yard loss on that play. Brings up 3rd and long, Eric.
Third down coming up for Eastmont at the 42. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats. Well, do you dare try to throw that little soft pitch over the middle again?
Yeah, I think that is a good play. Or if, number 5 keeps playing off.
Right.
Of Travato. This time it's a different receiver close to us.
We've got a whistle here. We're going to get a timeout taken by Wenatchee with 1:50 to go. And Panthers maybe conserving the clock here. They think they'll make a stop on 3rd down and get the ball back.
Boy, would they love points right before halftime.
So that's the second timeout taken by Wenatchee here in the game. So they've got 1 remaining. Eastmont has 2, according to my record book. And our broadcast here tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you in part. What do I do with that sheet now? I just had it. I just had it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Biosports, physical therapy. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Charter College. They work to get you to work. Find out about how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. And by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service, installation, and repair since 1982. Serving residential and commercial. They specialize in indoor air quality. Speaking of indoor air quality, I think my deodorant has officially failed.
Oh, that might be 2 of us, Eric. Well, we had a long day.
Yeah, we did. But it was, almost 80 today here in the Wenatchee Valley. And this booth has no ventilation whatsoever.
None.
The windows are closed tightly. So here we go, 3rd down and long for Eastmont. A battle of wills going on the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Back to pass, Gale getting pressure, throwing downfield. The ball is intercepted by Bo Warren at the 39 of Wenatchee. And that doesn't even work as well as a punt because the Panthers get great field position out at the 47-yard line.
Gunnar Petersen.
Now Coach Devereaux calling that timeout looks super smart, doesn't he? Conserve some time. Now they have the ball at midfield and looking for some more points here on the road.
So the first turnover, hang on, we got a flag down. Let's see if it is against the defense. So if it is, they didn't get that ball with clean hands, as they say. And that will be another opportunity for Eastmont offensively. Eastmont's offense is coming to the near sideline, so we'll see. Happened behind the play after the ball was gone. So it might be a dead ball call here. So if it came after the interception and after the possession changed, then Wenatchee would keep the football but have a penalty marking them back. Let's see what Dennis Brandstetter says. Personal foul against the defense. But there was no indication that that was a quarterback roughing or anything like that. So again, the question is whether it was a dead ball foul. Now, he didn't put his fist up first and then make the sign. And so that would indicate a dead ball foul. So nonetheless, Eastmont out of this will get a 1st down.
Wow, big break.
Now wait, they're marching the other way. So hold on here, gang. So Dennis Brandstetter motioned it against Wenatchee, but now they're marking it back against Eastmont. So hold on. Coach Don is saying, wait a minute, officials. I think you went the wrong way here.
And the crowd's even yelling, you went the wrong way.
Well, as far as the indication was concerned, the indication was against Wenatchee.
That doesn't even make sense. Either way, it wouldn't have gone that way.
No. But, and that's being a former official myself, that's where you talk amongst yourselves to make sure you got it right before you do any mark-off. Now, Dennis Brandstetter is saying, he kind of tapped his own chest and said, well, that's kind of on me here.
Wow.
So it will be 15 yards against Wenatchee, and that'll give Eastmont a 1st down. And that's huge. It could be a huge turning point in this whole game, Grant.
Now Eastmont has time with 1:41 left.
So we'll wipe out the interception by Warren, and instead it will be the 3rd penalty and 35 yards against Wenatchee. And so 1st down for the Wildcats at the Wenatchee 45-yard line. Wow. Luke Gale will come to the near sideline. They haven't started the play clock yet after the penalty. Minute 41 to go on the game clock here. And Eastmont, according to my record, still has 2 timeouts. Late substitution here for Wenatchee. As coming into the game is Jesus Segovia a little bit late. He will replace Michael McPherson. So, are we ready? Scott Devereaux asking for an explanation from Dennis Brandstetter on the far sideline before this game resumes.
I don't blame him. I mean, we need an explanation.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Well, and he didn't give us an indication other than it was a personal foul against the defense. There was no indication about if it was a late hit on the quarterback or what it was. But nonetheless, Eastmont with a first down at the Wenatchee 45-yard line. See if the Wildcats can take advantage as they trail the Bridge of Sportsmanship 3-0. New life in an Eastmont offense. Motion man is Petersen. Back to pass Gale. He's got pressure. Flag comes down, and he's caught from behind and drugged down on the play. And they're going to call a flag, I think, on a face mask here. So we'll get this play over again. I think you got it both penalty on either side here. So it's going to negate the play, and they'll back it up back to the 45 again.
Yeah, so a hold and a face mask.
Yeah.
On the tackle for the Panthers is Kobe.
Dennis Brandstetter getting a lot of TV time here. We're making him a star here tonight. Holding against the offense, face mask against defense, and exactly that will negate it. And it will be first down over again from the 45. So no penalty will be assessed because they offset.
And unfortunately for Eastmont, it burned 10 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, exactly. Our broadcast tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. See their website at globalcarcare.net. So first down over again from the 45 of Wenatchee. Eastmont traveling from left to right as we look at it here. Gale sends Corona motion. He'll hand it double handoff and nothing for Ruffins. And again, penetration. There's Evan Burdan makes the tackle for a loss on the play back to the 48. Sometimes, Grant, you can get a little too tricky for your own good, and those plays just take a long time to develop.
And if you watch the Wenatchee defense, they're staying home. They're just watching the play develop and then reacting. They're not reacting to every fake, so they're doing a great job on defense.
Our broadcast tonight, as we have a timeout, brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet-safe material around your home or office. Call today for your free estimate. Also by Les Schwab. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Thanks again to Tad for stopping by our pregame show and announcing that we're back again with the toy drive, and it's changed its name. It's now the NCW. Kind of nice that they chose to, represent the whole region here. NCW Community Toy Drive presented by Les Schwab. And that will get underway the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. We'll be out broadcasting live at Hooked on Toys. Our friends at KKRV will be out there broadcasting live as well. So we hope you can once again support the toy drive. You've been amazing in what you have been able to do. We helped over 2,200 children have a Merry Christmas last year thanks to your donations. So thanks again to Tad Reinsmith, the new manager at the Wenatchee store, for joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. All right, after the timeout, high snap to Gale. Wants to throw right, and the ball high, but caught. Beautiful catch here on the near sideline by Austin Ruffins. And it will be close to a first down, maybe about a yard short. Clock continues to run. It'll be at the 36-yard line. It will be a 3rd down and 1 coming up. Clock under 40 seconds now. Ruffins, and the ball should have been intercepted at the 20 of Wenatchee. Right through the paws of a waiting defender, Charlie Jorgensen. Pass intended for Logan Schneider. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Will have the ball near the 34-yard line, 36.
Now, what I will say is you're close to the range of your kicker if you're Eastmont here.
He's a good kicker.
He
no
is
doubt about
a good kicker. Cameron Pope can poke it. But a 4th down coming up for Eastmont and a yard to go as they send Ruffins in motion. Then they bring everything to a halt, and then put Ruffins back where he was. Now Corona in motion. They'll hand it to Ivan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and wrestled finally down at the 33-yard line. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains with 30 seconds to go.
Ivan Corona, the ball carrier for the Wildcats.
So first down at the 28-yard line. What was that, gain of 8 yards?
I got 6 here, maybe 7.
And they'll spike the ball and stop the clock. Good choice there. So second down coming up from the 28. Now I believe you are in range for Cameron Pope. So we'll see what Eastmont decides to do there if they want to be conservative. I think, according to my chart, I've got them for 1 timeout remaining in this first half. There's 22.5 seconds left on the clock.
So you actually have time to work the middle of the field for one more play. You don't have to work the edges.
You could stop
right
it
now.
again.
Right.
There's 19 on the play clock. They got to remember that play clock started again after they spiked the ball and the official spotted it. So Logan Schneider, who we saw catch an amazing touchdown in the first game we broadcast of the season against Central Valley, he split out to the near side right. Gale has the ball snapped over his head, scrambling after it. He's lucky to get it back at the 46-yard line. So that takes you out of field goal range and takes you back to midfield nearly for the Eastmont Wildcats. Well, Grant, you and I talked about this just between the two of us before the game, and on paper, at least, it looked like Eastmont, had the advantage coming into this one. They've won 5 in a row. They've looked good so far in a couple of their 3 games that they've played. Wenatchee's still trying to figure things out offensively, but it's teenagers, and you just don't know on a Friday night under the lights what could happen.
I don't think there's probably one person here, maybe other than the coaching staff of Wenatchee, that thought this would be this kind of game right now.
It's been kind of a defensive skirmish. We'll get stats coming up at halftime here from Grant, as it's been a fun one so far. Tightly played contest and a 3-0 score after the loss all the way back to the 48-yard line, and that will go down as a running loss to Gale.
18-yard loss. Yeah. Ouch. Doesn't help the rushing stats.
No,
for sure.
Kind of big negatory there. So Wenatchee's just going to drop 5 guys back inside the 20 with 13 seconds left on a 3rd down for Eastmont. And what is it? 3rd and 29 to go. You don't have many of those plays in the book. No. They just used their final timeout. Gale back to pass again, throws out to the right. The ball caught over there by Logan Schneider, who goes inbounds, trying to fight his way. He could have easily gone out of bounds, and he's finally brought down and stopped at the 35-yard line. And that's going to wind us out here for the first half of play. And boy, the Wenatchee fans pumped up across the way.
And they should be, Eric. They played a whale of a first half. Not only defensively, they had some spurts on offense. Wenatchee was a big surprise to me in this first half. They played well.
Well, the Panthers lead it 3-0 here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship. We will take a break, come back, get you halftime stats, and talk about this one. An entertaining one here tonight where the Panthers lead the Wildcats in the Battle of the Cats on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLife.com or call 888-2020.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Well, the Wenatchee Panthers lead the Eastmont Wildcats by a score of 3-0 here at halftime in a surprise to a lot of folks. And for Wenatchee fans, they're saying, what are you talking about?
Oh,
we knew we were going to lead this game and snap that 5-game losing streak against our Cross River rival. The possessions in the first half, Wenatchee won the toss. By the way, they'll get the ball to start the second half, so that'll be interesting. So Eastmont losing the toss got the ball to start the ball game. And they traveled into Wenatchee territory, got it as far as the 44-yard line, but turned it over on downs, going for it on fourth down in the first quarter. That gave Wenatchee the ball back with 7:56 to go in that first quarter of play. Panthers were able to get some yardage, traveling from their own 44-yard line. They got it to the Eastmont 27, but then went backwards as the Eastmont defense flexed its muscles, and Wenatchee went for it on downs and turned it over when the Wildcat defense stuffed them. And so the Wildcats got the ball back at its own 24-yard line with 2:39 to go in the first quarter. They would hold on to it to the second quarter and have our only punt of the first half after the drive stalled at the 45 of Wenatchee. They punt the ball away, and that gave the Panthers the ball on its own 15-yard line with 11:12 to go in our first half of play, and quite a drive in Blake McGuire, the big man behind a lot of the runs for Wenatchee in that particular drive. They also had some success through the air here in this first half as they would go 13 plays, 72 yards. The drive would stall at the 13-yard line, so they brought on their kicker, and he was able to connect on a 30-yard field goal, and that was our only scoring of that first half. By the way, Alex Sanchez on the field goal, and with 5:25 to go in that first quarter, or in the first half, Wenatchee led at 3-0. Eastmont would get the ball back one more time and would drive into Wenatchee territory thanks to a big penalty, and that gave the Wildcats a chance to score before the break, but then a snap that went over the head of Gale, and they'd lose all the way back from the 28 back to the 48-yard line, so a loss of about 20 yards on the play, and the half would come to an end on a pass play and play on the near sideline, and that would be it. So Wenatchee goes into the locker room leading it by a score of 3-0. We'll take another break and come back, and Grant will tell us about the numbers in this one, which might surprise a lot of folks as well. Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by One Way Construction, your project, your way. Find them online at onewayconstructionnw.com. Also by Rivercom 911. They're hiring today. See what a career as a telecommunicator can do for you and what you could do for your community. Go to rivercom911.org and apply today. We'll come back with more at halftime, where Wenatchee leads Eastmont in the Bridge of Sportsmanship 3-0. We're back with more after this.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. We can just go
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome back once again here to Wildcat Stadium as the Eastmont Cheer Squad is entertaining here at halftime. And let's go ahead and listen in if we can. We'll try. We've had some audio difficulties here with our feed, so we'll see if we can listen in and watch as they perform here at halftime of the Bridge of Sportsmanship on the NCWLIFE Channel. Okay, well, that didn't work, so apologies for that, as the mixer board that we have that normally works for us evidently went, well, to you tonight, so.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. We can just go
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Back, and that was a big loss on that bad snap, 18-yard loss. 19 carries for Ivan Corona in the first half. Gunnar Petersen had an even 20 yards on the ground, and Austin Ruffins only 2 carries for 6 yards. For passing-wise, Luke Gale for the Eastmont Wildcats, he was 6 for 10 in that first half for a total of 59 yards. Receiving, Brooks Travato, 19 yards on 3 catches, and then 4 players with 1 catch each. Adrian Ruffins for a yard, Gunnar Petersen for 5, Ivan Corona caught 1 for 21 yards, and Austin Ruffins out of the backfield, 1 catch for 12 yards. 27 yards on the ground for Eastmont in that first half, 59 through the air for a total of 86 yards for Eastmont in that first half. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers on the ground. The big runner in that first half was Blake McGuire, 9 carries, 40 yards in that first half. Jake Devereaux, the quarterback, had 10 yards. Also carrying Aiden Babst. He had 1 carry for -6 yards. And also the player that we didn't know is Caleb Akpadidi. Is that how you say that?
I think it's Akpadidi.
Akpadidi. He did have a couple of carries for 11 yards before he was injured in that second quarter. Through the air, Jake Devereaux, not a bad first half. 4 of 5 passing. He ends up with 55 yards in that first half. 18 yards went to Caden Zimmerman, 21 yards. Bo Warren, and 2 catches for Camden Lloydhammer. Nice first half as well for 17 yards. So talk about an even first half or split. 55 yards on the ground, 55 through the air for the Panthers for a total of 110 yards. So between the two teams, Eric, not even 200 yards of total offense in that first half.
Well, and Scott Devereaux said when I talked to him this week, he said he was pretty happy with how his defense was playing. We knew Eastmont's defense was pretty good, so it's become a defensive skirmish here.
Really
so far through half of a football game with Wenatchee leading it by a score
of 3-0. We understand that we're having some audio issues, and we apologize for that. We're going to work on that when we take a break. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge
is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new
Yukon SUV. Also by Save Mart, Shop Smart, Shop Local, providing outstanding value and service since 1962. Back with more at halftime of the Bridge of Sportsmanship coming up next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome back once again here to the Bridge of Sportsmanship. And yes, it was the Battle of the Bridges, but here several years ago they changed the name of it. In fact, I can tell you exactly when that happened.
It was 17 years ago, Eric.
Well, just about. Let's see.
Isn't that crazy that it's been called the Bridge of Sportsmanship for that long?
Well, it was 2007 when they started the Bridge of Sportsmanship.
So 14 years.
So 14 years ago. Of course, there was a couple of years, or 3 years in there, where they played twice per year. And but this battle goes back. This is the 54th meeting between the two schools. Wenatchee leads that series 37-16. So they certainly have dominated over the years, and their longest winning streak was back in the 60s. From 1967 to 1974, Wenatchee won every year there for 8 years in a row.
But they never lost to anyone in those years.
Well, that's true. Going back to the Lee Bofto era.
That's right.
That's why the Apple Bowl is named after Lee Bofto these days. But Eastmont, of their 16 wins, 5 have come in a row here, 4 of which were Bridge of Sportsmanship wins. The Bridge of Sportsmanship last year was that 38-0 win at the Apple Bowl, speaking of Lee Bofto Field. Now, prior to that, though, Grant, you got to go all the way back to 2015. The differentials between the games and the final scores: 5 points, 3 points, 2 point, 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, and 1 overtime in there.
And
so
in that interview
here we go again, back to tradition.
And in that interview with Coach Don, he mentioned that it's been a dogfight with Wenatchee every single game. They may have won 4, but they've been tough games, other than that 38-0 win last spring. But
so we'll see what happens and what adjustments are made. We'll take a couple of minute break, get you back for second half action here from Wildcat Stadium. It's Wenatchee leading Eastmont 3-0. You're watching the Bridge of Sportsmanship on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLife.com or call 888-2020.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can just
Great. I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Welcome back once again. The teams are out to warm up for our second half of the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Big crowd on hand here tonight at Eastmont High School and Wildcat Stadium. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Sounds like we've got some of the audio issues taken care of. Again, we apologize for that. Only 5 possessions in that first half total between the two teams and 3 points to show for it. So a defensive battle That is for sure. We'll see what kind of adjustments were made at halftime. Wenatchee struggled immediately getting off of the running attack, but then found success midway through that first and second quarter. Eastmont had some success through the air in that first half, and we're pretty even as far as the stats are concerned at halftime, and, well, that makes sense in a 3-0 ball game. We should mention, too, that there are certainly some other contests that are happening around North Central Washington tonight in the Big Nine. Of course, Big Nine play starting this evening across North Central Washington. Moses Lake was home tonight with a game against Eisenhower. East Valley of Yakima at Davis, Sunnyside hosting West Valley. And other prep action, Cascade on the road at Granite Falls in Caribou Trail League play. Okanagan is at Cashmere, and that's quite a battle there. You got number 1 ranked Cashmere in the 1A and number 3 ranked Okanagan in the B. And it's
Sandman? 14-0 Okanagan's ahead at halftime.
How about that? Okay, so Battle of the Bulldogs happening in Cashmere tonight. Toppenish, meanwhile, at Quincy is the Jackrabbits trying to get some points. They haven't scored yet this season. So Quincy trying to do that at home tonight. Other B-League play tonight. Bridgeport at Soap Lake earlier today. County Benton hosting Brewster. Priest River at Manson and Waterville-Mansfield home tonight against Liberty Bell. Shockers off to a, 2-1 start so far this season. So looking for good things here. We're also looking for good things from the Mariners here this weekend. How about the Seattle Mariners winning 4 in a row and sweeping a 4-game series at Oakland for the first time in franchise history? When they have to play their best baseball, they are doing it right now.
And if they don't make the playoffs, it's really going to be a shame. They have had an outstanding, especially second half of this season.
The Mariners, by the way, are in Anaheim taking on the Angels tonight. We'll try to get a score on that as it is now 3-2, bottom of the 5th. Mariners on top of the Halos. So Seattle going for their, 6th win in a row, I think, here tonight. So how about the Mariners? Well, and all they could do is just win their games. They can't worry about what's happening with other teams, the Yankees and the Red Sox. By the way, Yankees were blowing out the Red Sox earlier,
They were, yeah.
And, of course, Toronto in front of the Mariners as well. Toronto's kind of been shaky here lately, but, of course, they were playing the number 1 team in the American League East in Tampa Bay. So
Yankees beat the Red Sox 8-3.
8-3 was the final now, and they were up 7-0 at one point, weren't they?
They were.
So here we go. The team's warmed up and ready to go for our second half action, and Wenatchee will get the football first. You mentioned something before the game about maybe a little surprise in the kickoff. Do you think Eastmont would have the chutzpah to pull that off right here?
I do. I think he would do it right here. Do you?
It could possibly happen. It's the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Why not?
It'd be a great way to kind of change the way this game is flowing right now.
Well, and, we had that big 15-yard penalty on Wenatchee on what looked like the Panthers had an interception, had the ball near midfield, and suddenly, no, it's a first down for Eastmont deep, and they get a ball down to the 28-yard line. Looks at least like they're going to have a chance to kick a field goal and tie it, snap over the quarterback's head, and suddenly, nope, that's the end of the half, basically.
That's right.
So here we go, second half action. They got 3 back to return the kickoff here by Cameron Pope, who's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. And we'll see if he does, in fact, kick it deep. Boy, he's got a leg on him. He'll approach, and a high end-over-end kick is going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. On the return, the 10 to the 15, and then driven hard down is Aiden Babst as he was squared up. Oh, Eastmont got the football.
It was a fumble.
Wildcats got the football at the 11-yard line on a big hit, and I think the hit was applied by Spencer Heimbigner.
It was a hit, no doubt about that. Aiden Babst on that return, and he was stuck by a couple of Wildcats that time for sure. As Eric mentioned, Heimbinger, one of them in there, Spencer Heimbinger, and he's made a couple of good plays in this game.
Well, here you talk about momentum swings in a football game. This could be it. First down for Eastmont at the Wenatchee 13-yard line. Ball left hash mark. So the Wildcats on offense. In motion is Corona. Throw out to the flat to the right. The ball caught over there by Travato, and he's down at the 8-yard line after a gain of about 4 yards on first down. Second down coming up there. They actually put the ball at the 9, so a gain of 4 yards. Second down at 6 coming up for Eastmont. Again, up front offensively on the line, Andrew Swan, Connor Praser, Alex Dufour, Tony Ortega, and Gail Gonzalez, the offensive line. They've done a pretty good job here tonight, although Wenatchee has had some penetration up front by the big fellas. Camden Lloydhammer, Colby Hill, Rivers Cook, and Evan Burdan. Here's a handoff delay to Petersen, picking his way forward inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Going to bring up third down for Eastmont.
Yeah, and who would imagine that Eastmont would have only 27 yards rushing at halftime? I'll bet that hasn't happened all season.
No. Well, you lose 20 yards on that bad snap.
Right, that didn't help.
Before half, and that kind of takes a chunk out of your total.
Are they missing Keys a little bit, do you think, tonight?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, absolutely. Corbin Keys out with a knee injury, and we hope he's able to come back at some point this season. Travado wide left here on a 3rd down and 1. You think just a dive play right up the middle?
I do.
Wenatchee stacked inside in the middle, though. They think Eastmont might try to do exactly that. Now we're going to get a timeout taken, and oh my. It's second half. You only get 3 of those.
Wow.
One of those is now gone.
That's big. That is a big used timeout. 10:34 still in the third quarter, and you're calling a timeout. Granted, this is a big play, and this could be a huge play in this game, so I'm sure they want to talk it over and get it right, but we'll see if it costs them late in the game.
Wenatchee went with a bunch formation. Defensive linemen slotted inside. There were, 3 defensive linemen in between the guards on either side of the football. So they were anticipating Eastmont trying to punch it right up the middle. Coach Michael Don asking for some help from the sideline. Hunter Moore comes out there. You think
that's
maybe
unusual.
A flex formation here for Eastmont, going with big fellas, big uglies?
Maybe.
Hunter Moore coming out.
You don't see him on offense very often.
Never. And so Hunter Moore, I'll bet you, lines up as a fullback here. See if he goes in front of Petersen.
I think
he will.
Nailed it.
Yep, there they go. Power formation. 3 backs in the backfield. Gale under center, turn, handoff, third man through, and it's Petersen, and he may have it up for the first down, but he doesn't have the touchdown.
Boy,
it's
that's
all going to
barely.
depend on the spot. They needed about a yard, maybe a little more. Great view of it here with our camera crew with the NCWLIFE Channel. And
they might measure
the
here.
official calling for the clock to stop. They finally get the clock stopped because they're going to measure. The unfortunate thing about that is they moved the football, Grant.
Right.
The ball should have stayed right where it came down on the end of the play. Now, Eastmont was prepared to just go for it no matter what. Or maybe they thought they had the first down.
That's what I think.
So the officials are going to, well, they didn't even bring the sticks out.
First
he just
down.
says, no, he says 4th down.
Oh, wow.
He put his hands up saying he eyeballed it, and Dennis Brandstetter says, all right, you're about 2 feet short. Here's a
formation.
turn, handoff. Petersen caught from behind. I don't think he got the first down.
I don't think he
not.
did either.
Tackled just inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
What a stuff by the Wenatchee defense after Eastmont was trying to get the advantage and momentum their way after a turnover on the kickoff, but the Wenatchee defense holds.
Boy, talk about not taking advantage of a turnover. Eastmont's going to kick themselves tomorrow when they think back to that. And now the Panthers, the momentum switched back, and Coach Don is livid on the sideline. I think he was expecting a score there, at least a first down.
Well, I think he's wondering about the spot, maybe thinking that they had enough for the first down. So 10:01 to go here in the third quarter, and Wenatchee pinned in their own end now at their own 4-yard line. Turn, handoff, and a counter play inside. And the ball came out at the end of it. Eastmont covered it, but they're going to say the runner was down before the ball came loose. And I believe that was
St.
McGuire.
John?
Or was it St. John?
I think it might have been his first carry tonight.
All right. They'll put him out to the 6, so a gain of 2.
It's unbelievable that's his first carry tonight.
Yeah, Silas St. John on the carry.
Oh, you're right, Eric. It was McGuire.
Of course, consider the source. Second down and 8 coming up as Wenatchee continues on offense here. Johnny Mesqua has not touched the ball yet so far tonight. He's out wide left. And Devereaux faked the handoff and now is going to run it himself, tackled down high at the 20-yard line. I thought maybe the defender wrapped him up around the neck. I was looking for a flag to come, but none. And Devereaux, I think, like you said, took a broken play and made it a big gain out across the 20.
I think it was definitely a broken play. He was looking to hand off to somebody and nobody home, so he didn't have much choice but to run it. Nice run by Devereaux.
Well, again, you got a sophomore at quarterback. He's calling the plays, getting him from the sidelines. And sometimes miscommunication could be, or your running back doesn't get the signal. So 1st and 10 from just outside the 20. Devereaux handoff. This is McGuire running left. He took his time, got a good lean, and then out to the 25-yard line before he spilled down there as he went behind his big left tackle over there. And blocking in front for him that time was Evan Burdan, whom we discovered is wearing a different number than what is on the roster. 5 yards on that first down carry by McGuire. So Wenatchee's been platooning at quarterback this season, but boy, they have stuck with Devereaux here throughout.
He's played solid.
He has. 2 receivers wide to the left here. 1 receiver right is Amezquah. 2 backs on either side of Devereaux. Handoff again, McGuire. And he'll get around the left side, get positive yardage before he's finally stood up and driven back. Defensively here for Eastmont that time around. Looked like it was, are you kidding, another number I don't have on a roster? I thought it said 94. Maybe it was 99. So that's Tony Lopez on the tackle. 3rd down coming up for the Wildcats, or for the Panthers, that is, from the 30. So after a gain of 4 on that carry by McGuire, 3rd and short. Crowd trying to get into it here on the near side. Handoff again, McGuire. He's got a first down and more, and almost ran for the Roses as he stumbled down at the 39-yard line, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle for Eastmont by Graydon Schneider. He was nearly gone.
That middle of the field was wide open for McGuire.
Almost looked like a tube of toothpaste that somebody stepped on the end of it with the cap off.
It sure did.
First down and 10 from the 39 of Wenatchee. Panthers got out of the shadow of their goal and continuing the drive. Handoff again as, another big gain on first down. Give him about 7-8 yards before he's belted down. The Schneider boys combine on the stop, but it's out the side of the 40 to the 42.
Panthers,
47, sorry.
Yeah, why change what you're doing now? Just keep it on the ground. You're getting big chunks of yardage right now. And, boy, this will really open something up through the air for Devereaux during this drive.
Yeah, because Eastmont defensive backs are going to start cheating up a little bit here. Try to stop the run. 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. Again, handoff. Again, same play. Again, positive results. First down into Eastmont territory down to the 48-yard line.
5 carries for McGuire on this drive.
Well, they're just pinning their ears back, are the Wenatchee offensive line, and Evan Burdan, they're saying, okay, big fella, block for us and get us some yardage, and that's exactly what's happening on that left offensive front right now here for the Panthers.
Absolutely.
And by the way, Wenatchee is without their starting center. Trey Jagla, who was injured in their first game against Mount Baker, had surgery on his thumb, and so he's not expected to return for several weeks. And Panthers going with Isaac Davis at center. He's done a fine job here tonight. First down and 10 for the Eastmont 48-yard line. Devereaux, we got a whistle. We got a timeout taken by Wenatchee. So both teams used a timeout early here in the second half.
I think the play clock was down to nothing, Eric.
6:11 to go. We'll take a quick 30-second break and come back. 3-0 Wenatchee on top. Panther football. You're watching the Bridge of Sportsmanship on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
So after the timeout taken by the Panthers, first down from the 48 of Eastmont. Again, in the shotgun is Devereaux. Jake gets the snap, high snap. Throw out to the flat, the ball tipped in the air, and it falls incomplete. Ooh. Nathan Chang was back there, but I think it was Kellen Leonard that got a hand on it for Eastmont, knocking it into the air. Dangerous play. Falls incomplete, brings up second down and 10.
Good penetration that time by the defensive line for Eastmont.
Well, you talked about the run might open up something, and that was what they were attempting to do.
Right.
Just a little toss out in the flat, but Eastmont read it well and got that penetration as you talked about. So it'll be second down from the 48, second and 10 with 6:06 to go here in the third quarter. Boy, this game is just flying by.
It really is.
Longest part of the game was halftime. Two receivers wide to the short side left here. Amezquah wide to the right. He's been more of a decoy than anything else tonight. Turn, throw out the flat, the ball caught by Lloydhammer, but right there, Eastmont converging, and a good job. Both corners have been tested tonight, but they have been up to that test. Peyton Guest coming up with a stop.
3 yards on that. Brings up third down and 7 now. Big play here for both teams, I think, on the 45-yard line.
Oh, we got a flag down.
Oh, boy.
I didn't see that until after the play. In fact, Wenatchee was getting their next call from the sideline. And what will it be? Now, that came after the fact. I wonder if we have a sideline warning against Eastmont. Against Wenatchee. Scott Devereaux out on the edge of the sideline. Yep, it is a sideline warning against Wenatchee. So that is the warning. Next will be a penalty if it happens again.
Is that a 15-yarder?
I believe so.
Wow.
And it goes as unsportsmanlike against the coaching staff.
Wow.
So third down coming up from the Eastmont 45 for the Panthers. Again, Amezquah, he's got 10 yards off on the defender here on the near sideline. Devereaux looking over the defense, taking his own sweet time. Clock is running under 5.5 to go. Handoff McGuire left side, and he gets positive yardage. Will not get the first down, however, as he's taken down at the 40 of Eastmont. Logan Schneider again there for the Wildcats. That'll bring up a fourth down.
I think they're going for it, Eric.
And 2 yards to go.
The way they've been running the ball, why not?
Well, we've had 3 possessions that went over on downs in the game so far. 2 of which by Eastmont, 1 of which by Wenatchee. We've only had 1 point, a punt in this game, and that was back in the first quarter by Eastmont.
They need 2 yards, and McGuire, this drive, Eric, 5 yards, 4, 9, 7, 4, 5.
Why would you go anything else?
Right.
That side of the defense going to be tested here for Eastmont, we would assume. They're trying to get the defense to jump offside, and now a flag will come in, delay a game, going to be whistled against Wenatchee. I think that was the ploy. They were just trying to get the defense to jump off sides. So the penalty against Wenatchee is their 4th of the game now for 40 yards.
And plus it kind of gives you a little room to let loose on the punt, too. Gives you a little extra space, but it's worth the try.
4th and 2. The way your defense has been playing.
And the way they've been running the ball, too.
Why not just go for it? Juan Rios looks like he's back to punt here for Wenatchee.
Boy, Amezquah, he is really limping out there, Eric.
Panthers is slow to get right bodies out there. They finally do. The whistle sounds. 4th down and about 7 yards to go here for Wenatchee. And the punt by Rios. They had pressure away from the return man and flagging for it, but then running with it is Peyton Guest, and he'll take it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. He put both arms up in the air like he was going to call for a fair catch, but the officials say no, he did not. They'll pull him down officially at the 24, so that's where Eastmont will start its next possession.
I'll tell you what, Eric, Nathan Chang was very close to getting a hand on that punt right there. In fact, he actually ran into the punter after the punt. Nothing penalty-worthy, but he was close again.
So the Wildcats trying to figure out things offensively after they got a ball turned over on the kickoff at the Wenatchee 13-yard line, did not score. Now they get the ball back for the second time here in the second half on their own 24-yard line, ball left hash mark. In motion is Ruffins. They're going to delay, hand it off to him, running right. He's got room across the 25, hit there, and then still drives his legs across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And we got a Panther that's down. Ooh, that's not good. Grabbing a knee is Silas St. John.
Oh, boy.
Boy, and Wenatchee, I mean, they have already suffered so many injuries this season, and that was my lasting words to Scott Devereaux. Hey, hopefully you keep everybody healthy.
And looks like it might be a cramp.
I hope so. But the way he was writhing on the ground, reaching for his left knee, it did not look good. Our injury timeout here on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you by Confluence Health. High-quality care close to home. Confluence Health, dedicated to improving their patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. Well, we're getting a pretty good look at it, and the way it looks, Grant, at least on screen there, is they're pulling his leg up and pushing down on his toe towards him, so that hopefully is just a cramp.
Well, any of us that have had a cramp in the middle of the night in your calf, we all know that hurts.
My poor wife. She has.
I make noises I didn't even know I could make.
No, I sounded like a woman being murdered in a back alley. I mean, it was not pretty. It scared my wife half to death. Marion woke up and thought that the goats were being attacked next door. I said, "No, it's my calf. It's my calf." And she's like, "Okay, good night."
That is painful.
And Silas is up to his feet, and so that's the good news for Panther fans as he'll head to the sideline and get some hydration. Meanwhile, it'll be a second down coming up for Eastmont from the 31-yard line after a gain of 7 yards on first down. Good delay on the handoff. Good blocking up front that time with Ruffins carrying the football. So second down from the 31. They get Silas taken care of on the sideline. And now it is decision time for Eastmont offensively. Under center is Gale, and we got motion again. As two men were in motion, we got flags raining down from both sides of the football.
Boy.
That's about the third time we've seen that happen here tonight against the Wildcats. It'll come back 5 yards.
You know, Eastmont just doesn't look sharp compared to what we've seen so far this year. We did the Central Valley game, and they were amazing that day, and they just don't look like that since that game.
Well, and again, you go with, you look at what you've got out there. You've got Austin Ruffins, a junior. You got Ivan Corona, a junior. You got Gunnar Petersen, a sophomore. You got a sophomore quarterback. And sometimes youth can, especially in a big game like this.
No, that's true.
You're getting eager to, in your mind, you hear the call from your quarterback, right? So then you go and you're thinking about, okay, it's on 2. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to remember all these things I got to do. And sometimes in this intricate wing T offense, you can get lost in your head and then go, oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to move.
Very good point, yeah.
So after they back it up on the penalty, it'll be second down over again from the 26-yard line. Second down and about 8 yards to go here for Eastmont. Wenatchee with a 5-man defensive front. Corona goes in motion. Now he'll take the handoff, cuts it back left across the 30. And driving his legs up near a first down for the Eastmont Wildcats. Good drive there for the junior, Charlie Jorgensen, on the stop for Wenatchee. They're going to say he's right on the sticks.
Boy, that is close. Sure is. There it is.
There it is. So it will be a first down, as they'll mark it at the 34-yard line. So the drive will continue, and our clock is winding down here. 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 3-0 Wenatchee on top. The Panthers on a 30-yard field goal back in the second quarter. Turn, handoff. Petersen bounces off of one man, keeps it going to the 45-50. He's going to run away from everybody and take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. 66 yards, the magic number, and Eastmont takes the lead in the Bridge of Sportsmanship.
No flags down, great blocking as Petersen just turned on the jets once he got past that secondary, and Eastmont into the end zone finally here late in his third quarter.
Boy, Wenatchee had done such a great job defensively up to that point, but you just knew Eastmont had that explosive ability, and finally they are able to cash in from 66 yards out, just a gallop up the middle, and Petersen takes it all the way to pay dirt. Cameron Pope will try to tack on a very big extra point. Every point crucial in the Bridge of Sportsmanship. The snap from Logan Schneider is back, the spot down, the kick away, and it splits the uprights. We'll take a 60-second break and come back. 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. Eastmont 7, Wenatchee 3. We're back after this.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Zimmerman on the kickoff return for Wenatchee, and he is tumbled down at the 10-yard line as he scooped it from the kickoff from Cameron Pope at the goal line. And on the tackle for Eastmont that time, getting downfield quickly, Colby King with the stop.
Nicely done on that coverage. Wenatchee now backed up. This is a really important drive for the Panthers.
3:02 to go here in the third quarter. They find themselves on the bottom of the scoreboard for the first time tonight after a 4-play, 76-yard drive, taking a minute 18 off the clock, 66 yards on the touchdown run by Petersen. Extra point makes it 7-3, and that's where we are right now. And Wenatchee with the ball in their own end, deep in their own 10-yard line. First down and 10 for the Panther offense, as Devereaux will lead him. Handoff left side again. It is McGuire. This time he stopped short after maybe 2 yards. And Hunter Rule leading the way for the Wildcats. He got some help from Spencer Bigner on the stop. They'll put him down at the 13, so a gain of 3 yards on first down. I've been impressed with Jake Devereaux here tonight.
I have too, and McGuire has done a job. 16 carries tonight. He's been the workhorse for sure. He's had some nice runs.
Mezqua will switch sides here, and he will draw the defensive coverage of Peyton Guest over there. Devereaux wants to throw out to the flat. He'll throw it to Lloydhammer. Lloydhammer gets away from one man and will be finally pushed out of bounds across the 20 to the 23-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. Just a little pitch and catch on a crossing play with the receiver that was outside of Lloydhammer crossing towards the middle. Lloydhammer coming out to the sideline, and he was open. They'll put it at the 23, so a gain of 10 yards on that pass play. And what has Devereaux done through the air here tonight?
He's 55 in the first half. He's 2 for 3 here in the second half for 10 yards, so 65 yards on the night.
Mezqua lines up to the short side right here. On first down and 10, handoff, guess who? McGuire again. He is caught from behind, but he still keeps the legs charging across the 25 out to the 27-yard line, dragging a man with him. And I believe the man he was dragging was Anthony Lopez. Big gain on first down, brings up 2nd and 5. So the 27 is where the ball sits after they'll say 4 yards on first down. 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Well, we saw Wenatchee a little bit ago drive from their own shadow of their goal line after a great goal line stand. Handoff again. It's McGuire running right this time, and he is met hard, and the ball kind of squirted free, but they're going to say he was down first. And again, on the tackle, Anthony Lopez goes up high. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short, as they'll say he's down at the 32. Third, about a yard to go. Wenatchee, by the way, had 4th and 1 on that series we were talking about where they started at their own 13-yard line and tried to draw the defense off sides, and that went for naught, and they ended up giving the ball away. So 3rd down and 1 here. Let's see what the Panthers do. Turn, handoff, McGuire, met in the backfield again, and right there is Anthony Lopez. Give 99 the credit for the stop.
What a play. Just shot that gap and right in the exact spot, made the play, 3-yard loss. That brings up 4th down.
So the Panthers will punt for the first time here in the ball game, and you feel that momentum swing going on right now. You talked about how important that drive was for the Panthers. They're going to give it back to Eastmont.
And Eastmont's going to get some pretty darn good field position out
Juan
of it.
Rios will punt it away. Meanwhile, at the 40-yard line on the return here for Eastmont, can't see a number at the moment. Rios with a sideways punt, went off the side of his foot. It will take a Wenatchee bounce, but it's a short punt, and will die down at midfield. So just 21 yards on the punt and no return. So Eastmont in control of the game and the clock right now with 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. The ball will be at midfield when they start it with their second possession, make that third possession of the second half.
Wenatchee was driving once again, Eric. That was a huge stop right there for Eastmont.
Anthony Lopez
just huge.
Just shot across and ate up the offensive lineman in the front of him. So first down from midfield with 5 seconds left here. The change of possession, the clock will not start until the snap. So one more snap, we would think, before we could reverse direction. And the throw out to flat. The ball caught by Brooks Travato inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Gain of 16 yards on the pass play. Nice pitch and catch again from Luke Gale.
That really was. That was a nice pass that time.
And that'll do it for our third quarter of play. Tight one here tonight. What would you expect? 7-3 our score as we head to the fourth. You're watching the Bridge of Sportsmanship on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
$34.
Did we take longer than a 60 there, Malcolm? When are we coming back? Okay. Well, apologies for that. We missed Austin Ruffin's 34-yard touchdown run as we were still in the commercial break there. And Eastmont has expanded their lead on the first play of the fourth quarter. And the extra point is up and through. Well, it was just a little delay counterplay to Austin Ruffin's. Got the handoff left, came around right, and found a wide open middle there,
Oh,
Grant.
man. He thought, yeah, he saw the middle of the field congested, cut it out to the outside, and he was gone.
So that didn't take long as momentum has certainly swung in favor of the home team here tonight, the Bridge of Sportsmanship. 14-3 our score now after the 34-yard touchdown run by Austin Ruffins. And so now the pressure squarely on the shoulders of the sophomore quarterback for the Wenatchee Panthers, Jake Devereaux, as they find themselves down by 11 here. They have been able to move the football, Grant. It's not like they're getting blown out here, but
now they can't really
plays.
rely on those 4-yard runs. You know, they're running out of time now with 11:49 left in the game, down by a couple of scores. So they're going to have to put it up, I think, now.
Eastmont comes back out onto the field after the touchdown. And again, Austin Ruffins, second touchdown run of the night, and all coming in the second half here for Eastmont. It was Petersen, Gunnar Petersen, with a 66-yard touchdown run late in the third quarter to put Eastmont up for the first time, and now they've extended that lead to 14-3 on the 34-yard touchdown run by Austin Ruffins. So Cameron Pope will kick it away, and Aiden Babst is in the center of the kickoff return team here. Also, Caden Zimmerman is back there. Pope on the approach. Right footer is into it. And, boy, this is going to sail all the way into the end zone. And this, we said that last year, Grant, in the few games we were able to do in the COVID-shortened year, that Cameron Pope should be somebody kicking a football at the next level.
Absolutely. And I believe against Central Valley, the first game of the year, he had 4 touchbacks in a row on kickoffs in that game. It was amazing.
And that's a weapon.
It is a weapon.
So Wenatchee will have it first down and 10 from its own 20-yard line. Unlike the NFL gang, they don't get it at the 25. It is at the 20. Great atmosphere, high school football.
What a great crowd. We didn't
Friday
mention
night.
that.
Yeah,
fantastic.
It has been a great crowd here tonight. And we didn't see it because I think we're in a commercial break after Eastmont's touchdown, the first of the night. Both the student sections brought their phones out with their lights on and were shining it at each other and waving it at each other. I think kind of that sportsmanship, trying to bring it back after
it was cool.
The debacle last night. So first down. Oh, the ball squirts through the hands of Devereaux. He's running for his life right now across the 20 and to the 23-yard line, and that is where he will be stopped finally. Broken play. He's able to make something out of it, and that could have been disastrous.
Oh, it sure could have. Yeah, if Eastmont would have recovered some kind of bobbled snap and scored, this game would probably be over.
Coming out of the game was Connor Dooley for Wenatchee, as he looked like he was kind of shaken up on the play. He was holding his right shoulder awfully stiffly as he went to the sideline. I didn't notice. He may have been in there at quarterback for that snap, and now comes out. Devereaux is back in. No, Devereaux.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Devereaux was in there. Okay. So now a handoff to Lloydhammer around the right side, and that is doing nothing. And, boy, he got bent awkwardly backwards. Hopefully he pops up after that.
I even saw his head snap back a little bit there.
Hard tackle by Alex Dufour, the 6'4", 275-pound senior, put all of it on top of Lloydhammer. As they took him down, he got it back to the 22, so a loss of a yard on the play. Going to bring up third down here for Wenatchee.
Still kind of surprised that Silas St. John hasn't touched the ball more, aren't you, Eric?
Just one time here tonight.
One time.
Zimmerman came out of the huddle, went right. Now he comes back left. 3 receivers left here for Devereaux on a third down and long. Eastmont pins their ears back. Here they come on the pressure, and he squirts away somehow. Still dancing to the 25 and then tackled hard at about the 27. He's going to be shy of the first down. And Nathan Chang again on the tackle here for Eastmont.
Those linebackers, Schneider, Moore, and Chang, they are just all over the field.
Turns out to be a 5-yard gain, fourth down and a couple of yards, long 2, short 3 coming up for Wenatchee. Panthers are going to punt it away again, as Juan Rios will step at his own 16-yard line to receive the pass from center. Nobody back for Eastmont. High snap here. And better punt this time for Rios. Takes a Wenatchee bounce all the way inside the 35. Going to die at the 31-yard line. So much better for Juan Rios. And that will flip the field a little bit here for the Wenatchee defense, as Eastmont will have it first down after the punt.
Wenatchee just needs to guard against the big play. Other than that, they've done a great job here defensively. But 2 plays, 66 yards and 34 yards, has really been the story for Eastmont.
So 42 yards on the punt and no return, as Eastmont will get it back at its own 31-yard line. With 9:30 to go, and if you're the Wildcats, do you be conservative here and just stay to the ground and try to eat up the clock?
I think I would, yeah. It seems like they're a little more in sync in this offense now, too.
First down and 10, turn, handoff. It's Petersen up the middle, and he scampers across the 35 and out to the 39, nearly the 40-yard line. 9 yards on that ground gain, and looks like the offensive line starting to take over here for Eastmont. We mentioned this, too, that because of injuries and because of a thin roster, Wenatchee has a lot of guys that are going both ways.
They do, and that's 9 carries, 100 yards now on the night for Gunnar Petersen.
Of course, 66 of that
Right.
on the touchdown gallop in the third quarter as Eastmont leads it 14-3 over the Panthers here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Ruffins in motion. They'll send him back and check the sideline. Does Luke Gale. Sophomore quarterback has handled it well here this evening. Second and short, handoff again. Petersen scampers through one line of attack, gets through the second line of attack, and out near the 48-yard line. Another good run for Petersen, and it's a first down for Eastmont.
He is so hard to bring down, isn't he? You mentioned it. He's diminutive. Did I say that right? Diminutive?
Diminutive,
Okay,
right.
Smaller dude. But, man, he is hard to bring down, isn't he? Not one guy can really tackle him. He's slippery.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That is for sure. And after we gave him all those accolades, I think it was actually Ivan Corona on that carry.
Was it really?
I think so. Who's another diminutive running back?
Yeah, he is.
They're going to turn, hand it to Ruffins. He bobbled the ball, collected it back, gets it across midfield, and things going well for Eastmont right now. They've had a couple of bobbled balls here, been able to hold on to it, and a gain of 5 yards. I'll put him down at the 47 of Wenatchee as the clock continues to run here. 8:03 to go. As Eastmont leads the Bridge of Sportsmanship 14-3, trying to win their 6th in a row against their Cross River rivals, their 4th Bridge of Sportsmanship, or make that 5th Bridge of Sportsmanship in a row.
Boy, and they're playing Eastmont football now, Eric. On the ground, pound you and punch you in the mouth.
And here's a handoff to Corona, and he will get a first down as he cuts it back from right to left inside the 45 down to the 41-yard line in a gulp.
Big chunks of yardage now, 7 yards, 8 yards, another 7.
Camden Lloydhammer slow to get up and get back to his line of the scrimmage. But, I mean, this kid's played both ways all night long here tonight, and he's got to be a little fatigued.
Boy, he looks like it, doesn't he? Usually when you hold your side like that, you're getting a cramp or you're just, you're feeling it.
Adrian Ruffins will split out wide to the right here. Travato is wide left. Ruffins in motion. Back to pass goes Gale to throw high and through the hands of Ruffins, and it falls incomplete. And boy, right there,
he was open.
It was Bo Warren licking his chops, thinking maybe he had a pick six. Second down coming up from the 41.
It seems like when Gale has missed his target, it's been high too today.
And it's been that throw to the right.
Right.
When you got a right-handed quarterback that has to open up his body, and you got to get your feet right and step towards your target. And I think he's stepping left, and the ball's kind of winging on him going open.
Exactly. It's all about footwork.
Second down coming up from the 41 of Wenatchee. Eastmont with the football and the lead. Handoff. Again, Petersen just patient as he runs inside the 30 to the 25. Finally, Lloydhammer brings him down at the 20-yard line. And, boy, that's got to take wind out of the sail of the Panthers here in this one.
21 yards on that carry down to the 20. And you're right, Eric. They are a tired defense out there right now.
Evan Burdan, hands on hips right now, along with that rest of that defensive front here for the Wenatchee Panthers. Vincent Goforth also hands on hips, trying to get a big, deep breath of air to get some oxygen to those muscles that are fatigued right now for Wenatchee. First down and 10 for Eastmont from the 20-yard line. Ball middle of the football field between the hash marks. Luke Gale sends Ruffins in motion, hands it, counter play, Corona inside the 15 and tumbled down at about the 12-yard line. Finally corralling him for the stop for Wenatchee was Jesus Segovia, but not before he gets 8 yards on first down.
In 4 carries, Corona on this possession, Eric, is 7 yards, 8, 7, and 8 on 4 carries.
That's the offensive line taking charge of this game right now for Eastmont. Second down and 2. Let's see if the Wildcats decide to maybe go for the end zone here. The one person I think they would maybe try to throw it to, Logan Schneider's on the sidelines right now. Turn, handoff, Corona running right. He barely got that ball. He did get through the hole and then is wrestled down by Segovia. Also, Silas St. John back out there. Good to see him back on the field for Wenatchee, but it will be enough for a first down. It'll be first and goal coming up from the 8-yard line for Eastmont. If the Wildcats can put it in the end zone again, I think you about wrap this one up
I do
with
too.
a bow.
Right.
Again, you got to go back to the late 60s, early 70s for the last big run. Well, actually, Wenatchee won, 6 in a row back from 1997 to 2005 in the series between these two. They won 4 in a row when it became the Bridge of Sportsmanship from 2007 to 2011. Eastmont's only win in the series when it's been the Bridge of Sportsmanship prior to this current run was in 2012 in a win by a score of 34-14. Then Wenatchee won 4 straight. Eastmont knocked off the Panthers 14-9 in 2015. Then Wenatchee came back. The last win they have in the series was 2016, 17-14 to score then. It's been all Eastmont since, and the Wildcats trying to repeat here tonight.
Make it number 6 in a row for Eastmont.
First and goal coming up from the 8-yard line. I didn't honestly see who took that timeout. I assume Wenatchee did.
They did.
Okay. So that for the Panthers will be their second used timeout here in the second half. So 1 left to go. 14-3 our score. Eastmont driving deep in Wenatchee territory. Got to hang on to the football here if you're the Wildcats. Gale, turn, handoff. Corona cuts it back at the 5. Still driving his feet. Leaning into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
Yes, he did.
What a powerful run by the junior wingback here for Eastmont, and he comes out, I think, with a cramp in his right leg after that powerful run.
Gosh, he is so powerful. Not that big, as we mentioned, but he has got a very strong lower trunk, and actually started out playing quarterback, didn't he, Eric, last year before Gale came in? But
a couple of games at quarterback, and Coach Michael Don says, you know what, he's so talented. We got to get the ball in his hands and get him a chance to run when free, and that's what they have done. Now, they're looking at the lower leg of Ivan Corona right now, and I hope it is not an injury. We hoped it was maybe a cramp, but they are looking at an ankle
exactly
possibly.
2 players down, Eric.
Yeah, there are 2 players down on the field. Oh, yeah. Eastmont has another player down on his back at about the 5-yard line. Trying to.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it has been a warm day and a warm night, and you think hydration definitely a key factor here. Corona and Ruffins both get up to their feet. Corona will pump up the crowd as he's on his way out here. After the 8-yard touchdown run, and it was a battle for the final 5 yards by Ivan Corona.
It's still 68 degrees right now.
I believe it.
Unbelievable
we
day.
did open the door here in the press box to get a little air for us for the second half. And that
as Tucker came in and said, it's a little spicy in here.
I think is that saying it stinks
yeah,
in here?
I think so. In a nice way.
In a nice way. Cameron Pope will try to tack on the extra point here for Eastmont and make it a 21-3 ball game. Snap is back away, and it is good. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. You're watching the Bridge of Sportsmanship, where the Wildcats now lead the Panthers 21-3. We're back after this.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Well, the drive for Eastmont started at its own 31-yard line. It went 9 plays and 69 yards. The 8-yard touchdown run by Ivan Corona, extra point, makes it a 21-3 ball game. 5:41 to go in the contest. A tight one has become an Eastmont running attack here in the second half.
Went back to their bread and butter, Eric, and that's what's making the difference now.
Cameron Pope with the ensuing kickoff. Right-footed kick will sail into the end zone again, 5 yards deep, and Wenatchee will have it first down from its own 20-yard line. Here in the second half, the kickoff fumbled up by Wenatchee. Eastmont got it on the doorstep at the 13, couldn't score. And you think, oh my gosh, look at that. Wenatchee started the possession at its own 4-yard line, possession at its own 10-yard line, the 20, and now the 20.
Right.
That's the second half possessions here for the Panthers.
And we thought they were forced to pass last possession. They're really forced to put it in the air now.
Trailing it 21-3. And looks like we got a new quarterback in there. Jackson Bishop will now be the signal caller for Wenatchee. So the 6'3 junior will now take over. High snap to him, sets in the pocket, throws high to Lloydhammer, and it's incomplete. Brings up second down at 10.
Had some zip on that one.
I will hesitate to mention here that because of our audio issues, we had to bring a mixer board up here that we use for the postgame show down below. So I might mention to Tucker in the truck to maybe have Dan come up here and fetch the board that we were using.
Right.
Because it sounds like, well, maybe it's fine. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Second down and 10. Again, Jackson Bishop now at quarterback, and we're going to get a flag coming in here and motion, I think, against the offense. And it is a penalty against Wenatchee. That's their 5th of the night for 45 yards. And old lady momentum is not kind when it comes to high school football. Sometimes she'll sit squarely on your shoulders and tell you, hey, I'm here, and I'm not on your side anymore.
Exactly.
And that has certainly happened here late third quarter and into the fourth frame here for the Wenatchee Panthers. Second down, 15 from the 15. Jackson Bishop in a tough situation. Back to pass. Throws out the flat. The ball is dropped out there by Lloydhammer, and then he's popped by Nathan Chang. Third down after the incomplete pass. Hey, just a reminder, we've got soccer tomorrow here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Wenatchee and Eastmont, the third matchup of the two schools in 3 days. Volleyball last night, football here tonight, soccer tomorrow.
I love it.
It's going to be right back here at Wildcat Stadium, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:45 with a pregame. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen. And I got to mention Sebastian Moraga. Here's a guy that's dedicated to doing his craft. His car burned down on the way here the other night on Tuesday, and he still came. If my car burns down, I'm sorry, I'm not showing up. His wife gave him a ride from Quincy, where he works.
That is dedication.
Oh, my
it
gosh.
really is.
Yeah, so the line of the night, though, came from his color analyst, Matt Wisen. He said, so that game you're promoting on Saturday, you'll be taking the bus. Hopefully he's got good insurance and maybe got a car replacement by then. But I know that Sebastian was thanking the State Patrol vehemently for their help. That's scary. I've never had a car catch on fire
me
before.
either. That's got to be something.
Yeah. You start thinking about, oh, my gosh, what did I have in the glove box?
Right,
what did I have
exactly.
in the center console?
Had a house start on fire, but not a car.
A couple weeks ago for you, for goodness sakes. I got to be careful. Man.
Yeah, right.
Things come in threes. All right, back to pass. Bishop rolling out to his right, throwing in the flat. The ball caught by Lloydhammer, but he's just past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of about 6 yards on the pass play. That'll bring up fourth down here for Wenatchee after the 6-yard gain. Well, you go for it, right, Grant?
Oh, absolutely.
Why not?
Don't have much choice now.
Bishop looked good there. He kept his head up, rolling around the right side there, and kept his eyes downfield, was able to find Lloydhammer. Unfortunately, a short gain for Wenatchee on the play.
One thing he's got over Devereaux is height, so he can see over the line a lot better.
Sure.
6'3".
160-pounder. Late to come into the game is McGuire. He'll finally get in on a 4th down and 9 play. Back to pass, Bishop rolling to his left, has pressure, now throws the ball deep downfield, overthrows his intended receiver, and Eastmont, with 5:21 to go in the game, will take over deep in Wenatchee territory here in the 17th Bridge of Sportsmanship.
Boy, you know what? And folks are going to look at this score tomorrow, Eric, that didn't watch our game and think it was a blowout here tonight, especially if Eastmont scores again, but it wasn't that type of game, was it?
No, definitely not. This was very tight until late in the third quarter.
Right.
Eastmont finally scored with 3:12 left in the third quarter, their first touchdown of the game to take their first lead. So that shows you how late it was in the third quarter when they scored. and have added to it with a Ruffins 34-yard touchdown run, Corona 8-yard touchdown run after that 66-yard touchdown run by Petersen.
Right.
And in control right now with possession, 5:21 to go in the ball game. Handoff, Petersen again, and this time he's cut down, no gain on the play, maybe a yard. Camden Lloydhammer, you got to give him credit. He is still battling out there for Wenatchee. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 coming up. Talking about our schedule forthcoming, we have more soccer next Tuesday. Davis at Wenatchee. Sebastian and Matt will have your call on that one. I'll be courtside at Eastmont for West Valley and Eastmont. Wildcats will certainly have their hands full with the Rams next Thursday. And then more football next Friday here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Sunnyside at Wenatchee.
Right.
That should be interesting. 2nd down and 9. Handoff. Petersen nearly lost the ball. Excuse me, it's not. Petersen wrapping around the left side. Still scampering. Colby King will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
20-yard run. First carry of the ball game, too, Eric.
Handoff right. He took it back left, bounced it around the left side, and there was nobody home.
And Gale is coming off the field, Eric, holding his right elbow. He took a pretty good shot after he handed that off.
There has been some hits delivered by both sides here tonight. That could benefit who they face next week.
Right.
I mean, you just get through a game. Here's a ensuing PAT. It's good from Cameron Pope. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. All Eastmont here, 28-3 with 4:31 to go. We're back after this on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
So just a 2-play drive, 21 yards, the 20-yard touchdown run by Colby King on his first touch of the game. Extra point makes it a 28-3 lead here for Eastmont. Late going of this Bridge of Sportsmanship, 4:31 left in the contest. And a tight one has become lopsided here this late second half, and it's been on the ground here tonight for Eastmont.
27 yards the first half. I think they're over 200 yards rushing here in the second.
Sidewinder kick off, goes sailing into the end zone again for Cameron Pope. Yet another touchback. That makes 3 here tonight. So Wenatchee will get the football back. Let's see who they have at quarterback. It looks like it'll still be, yes, Jackson Bishop. 6'3" junior. Give him a chance to make something positive here for Wenatchee down the stretch. Trailing it by 25 points down.
I will say I don't think Jake Devereaux played too bad tonight.
No,
he really didn't. Inexperienced quarterback, only a sophomore. Nice
what
catch.
a reach and a grab there for Wenatchee by Rivers Cook.
Wow.
I think that's his first reception of the night.
It is.
It goes for 5, make that 6 yards. They'll put him out to the 26? No, 25, so a gain of 5.
What a great name. Rivers Cook.
Yeah.
I love that name.
2nd down and 5 from the 25 for Bishop and company. Gets the snap from center, stops, throws right. The ball caught over there. Giving Rivers Cook a little out, down and out, and he catches it along the sideline. We'll have enough for the first down out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Bishop's got a nice arm.
Yeah, he does. Good delivery. Good poise. Well, I haven't seen anybody coming from downstairs upstairs, so it looks like we may not be able to do our postgame on the field. because taking all this gear apart would be honestly about a 10-minute chore.
Yeah, it would.
To get that down to the field. First down and 10. Bishop flush from the pocket, throws down on the run. The ball caught. Here's Zimmerman in Eastmont territory. He's at the 30 and then down at the 25-yard line. Nathan Chang coming from behind to tackle him. But a great pitch and catch and a great job of moving in the pocket by Jackson Bishop. $53 yards on that pass play. Do I have my math right there?
I had 42.
No, 43.
43
yards. Yeah, to the 25.
I didn't get who caught that pass.
It was Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 43 yards. He's had a nice night now.
Yeah, he has. So 4 receivers, 3 right, 1 left here for Bishop. Trying to get Wenatchee in the end zone. High pass here, and Rivers Cook trying to come up with a football. Paulo Mora, though, there, and it will go as an incomplete pass. Boy, Mora almost picked that off.
Boy, Rivers Cook with that size, where's he been all night? Great hands.
Absolutely. Rivers Cook at 6'3", 195. He's a big presence.
Wow.
That ball thrown a little bit late.
That was a good play by a much shorter Mora, that's for sure.
That is the truth. Mora standing at just 5'9", going up against the 6'3" Cook. Bishop again back to pass, throwing for the end zone, looking for Zimmerman, and double coverage down there. We're going to get pass interference. Zimmerman may have been shaken up on the play, and this will be about a half the distance penalty against the Eastmont defense. And, of course, Eastmont fans below us not happy about that. I think that was a good call. There was some bumping down around the goal line where that ball came down. Spencer Heimbigner was back there on coverage, as was Logan Schneider. They had him bracketed, and there was some bumping while the ball was in the air. So from the 25, it should be half the distance to the goal, which will put it at about the 12.5, if my math is correct.
Bishop, I like the way he's throwing the football.
Absolutely.
And he's fearless. He's not afraid to throw it into a crowd. And
good touch on that.
He does.
So the penalty against Eastmont will give Wenatchee a first down from the 12, so that goes down as a 13-yard penalty. So 4 penalties and 28 yards against Eastmont tonight. Been a pretty penalty-free game.
It has.
Again, handoff this time is to McGuire. He's trying to find the end zone. Instead, he's going to find Nathan Chang, cutting him down at the 9-yard line. Boy, that kid just never gives up.
He's amazing.
3 yards on the carry to the 9-yard line. We'll bring up second down from there as the clock winds. Under 3 minutes to go here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Panthers trying to get into the end zone offensively for only the 3rd time this season. Bishop back to pass, has pressure from behind, threw too high for his intended target in the right corner of the end zone, Charlie Jorgensen. Good coverage down there for Eastmont, applied by Peyton Guest. He's played well tonight as well.
He has.
It'll bring up third down from the 9 for Wenatchee. Obviously trailing at 28-3, 4-down territory for the Panthers. Trying to salvage a little something here, and who knows, maybe magic could happen. You never know. It's high school football.
That's right.
And they've been I was at practice the other day when they were practicing their onside kick. Bishop looks left, throws right, the ball caught down there at the 5, and then fighting for enough for the first down. It looks like they will get the first down over there as a helmet came off of the receiver. And there's Rivers Cook again with a catch. And I think they're going to give him the first down.
About 6 yards on that, and that was all Rivers Cook and that size. Nice pass by Bishop once again, too.
Are they going to say 4th down? Boy, I'll tell you, these spots have been awfully close here. So 4th down, they'll say he's inside the 4-yard line. So this is do or die time here for Wenatchee, pending a penalty possibly. But Bishop has McGuire behind him in the backfield on a 4th down and 1. Handoff to McGuire. And he'll be met at the line of scrimmage, and he will not gain the yardage necessary. There. And Eastmont's defense steps up and keeps Wenatchee out of the end zone.
What a great job by that defensive line, especially holding their ground. And really, McGuire nowhere to go.
Yeah, no, that was not And honestly, Bishop, he faked like he was holding on to it still, and I think he could have got the first down if he would have kept the football.
I agree.
So, again, over on downs. And look at this for Wenatchee's possessions here in the second half. Over on downs, punt, over on downs, and over on downs.
Wow. Tough to win football games.
So Eastmont will have it at its own 4-yard line with 2:12 to go here in the ball game. See if they got a different quarterback. Nope, Luke Gale's still in there. Handoff. Look out. It's Petersen, I think, or is it the man who carried long?
I think it was that
Colby
number
King?
40.
Colby King again
right.
on the carry. It was King. And a big gain for him. Boy, he's got a big average so far as he takes it out to the 20-yard line. Gain of 16 there after he had a 20-yard touchdown the last time he touched it.
Yeah, 2 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. So first down coming up for Eastmont from its own 20-yard line, and they're just going to be happy to let that clock continue to tick, tick, tick as much as they can.
Looks like Wenatchee's out of timeouts anyway, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Eastmont just going to try to get that offensive line to lean a few more times against that tuckered Wenatchee defense. Turn, handoff. Again, it is King, and this time he's slung down after a short gain on the play. Well, he doesn't even go down to the ground, and they're going to give him 4 yards out to the 24-yard line.
Interesting to see how many yards Eastmont's racked up on the ground here in this second half. It's been unbelievable. They only had 21 yards passing in this entire second half.
Colby King, a junior. So as far as his class rank is concerned, he's an elder statesman.
Yeah, right.
in that backfield for Eastmont. Second down from the 24 coming up, and now we're officially under a minute to go. And how about the Eastmont Wildcats going to win again against their Cross River rival, the Wenatchee Panthers.
And we've got a final in Kashmir. Final, Okanagan 46, Kashmir 16.
Wow, how about that? Big win for the Bulldogs of the North tonight against Kashmir in that battle of top-ranked teams in 1A and B football.
Wow.
So fourth down coming up. Actually, is it third down? Third down. Yeah, there we go.
They should be able to do it.
21 on the game clock, 16 on the play clock. So they'll have to snap it one more time here. And Gale will take a knee. And the Eastmont Wildcats will celebrate as they come towards the near sideline. And this has become a constant refrain over the past 6 meetings between these two clubs, 5 of which for the Bridge of Sportsmanship. And the Eastmont Wildcats will retain the trophy right here at Eastmont High School. Again, the final score is Eastmont 28, Wenatchee 3. We'll take a break and come back. I see the lights are on down there for our post-game show. I don't know if we've got a microphone to plug in, but we'll try it. As we'll come back, Grant will have the final totals in this, and I'll head down field side and grab a couple of players and the coach from Eastmont, the winning team here tonight, and the 17th Bridge of Sportsmanship. Again, our final score, Eastmont 28, Wenatchee 3. We're back after this.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can move this one.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1. And I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do. And they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
All right, we're back at Wildcat Stadium where the Eastmont Wildcats have defeated the Wenatchee Panthers 28-3 in the 2021 Bridge of Sportsmanship game. Let's take a quick look at stats before we send it down to the field and Eric Granstrom. First for the Wenatchee Panthers, Blake McGuire on the ground. 20 carries, 81 yards on the night. Jake Devereaux at 7 carries for 21 yards, and that was pretty much it rushing-wise for the Wenatchee Panthers. They end the game with 102 yards rushing. Through the air, Jake Devereaux had a nice night, 6 of 8 passing for 65 yards. Meanwhile, Jackson Bishop came in late in the game for the Panthers. He went 5 of 9 for 68 yards. The Panthers end up then with 133 yards through the air for a total in the ball game of 235 yards. Now for the Eastmont Wildcats, a big night on the ground. 13 carries, 61 yards for Ivan Corona. Gunnar Petersen, 12 carries, 122 yards, and a 66-yard touchdown. Austin Ruffins had 5 carries for 52 yards and a 34-yard touchdown. And Colby King came in late in the game. He ended up with 3 carries for 40 yards and a 20-yard touchdown, 275 yards rushing in that second half for Eastmont. And on top of their 27 in the first half, end up with 302 yards on the ground in this one. Through the air, Luke Gale went 6 of 10, or I should say 8 of 11 on the night for 80 yards. Receiving-wise, the big receiver for Eastmont was Brooks Travato. He had 4 catches for 16 yards. So Eastmont ends up with 382 total yards in the ball game, while the Wenatchee Panthers finish the game with 235. And boy, Eastmont, what a night on the ground for the Wildcats. And they did it all on the ground. Only 21 yards passing in the entire second half for Eastmont. while rushing for 275 yards and 3 touchdowns in that second half. It was a close one through the game until late in the third quarter. And that's when Eastmont had that big 66-yard touchdown run, and that just opened the door for that Wildcats running game. And that was the difference in this one. Got to give the Panthers a lot of credit. Their defense held strong, and they played tough. And it was a good Bridge of Sportsmanship game. We'll take a quick 60-second timeout, and we'll come back and send it down to the field with Eric Granstrom right after this. Stay with us.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Welcome back here on the postgame show on the NCWLIFE Channel, where the Eastmont Wildcats win the Bridge of Sportsmanship yet again over Wenatchee tonight by a final of 28-3. And I thought there's no better person to talk to about this one than Tony Ortega, who was an animal on the defensive line. Offensive line took the second half. Yeah. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk about this game, and I mean 3-0 at halftime. What were you guys talking about in the break in the locker room?
I mean, we started out pretty slow, which we usually tend to do. You know, we just we seem to play it down to the level of our opponents, which we need to stop doing. But Don got us in the locker room. He talked to us. He he gave us a little motivational talk, and we came out and we did what we were supposed to do.
So wait a minute, a little motivational talk. Was it an elevated motivational?
Motivational talk, yeah.
Well, that's okay, because you guys came out and you really played well. I mean, despite the fact you had a chance on the doorstep here to start the second half, was that kind of a, momentum swing? Holy cow. I mean, you think you're going to score your touchdown, get the lead, and then go from there. They stop you. What was the feeling right then?
I mean, you just got to make sure all of our players, they keep their head up, they keep on pushing, because when you get stopped like that, it's easy to just put your head down and, just stop trying.
Let's talk about the offensive line in the second half and big runs, of course, but it takes the big uglies up front. Big uglies is a nice phrase, by the way. I was a big ugly. I still am a big ugly. But let's talk about it. It takes you guys up front to make those holes.
Yeah.
So what was the difference, do you think, in that second half where you guys were able to start running the football like that?
It's just little things like missing one block, just shutting ourselves down. Physically, we're obviously better than them, but it's just missing blocks, taking a bad angle. But after the half, we got it all fixed up.
6 wins in a row against this team.
6 wins, yeah.
You don't know losing to them. It's been somebody else in your family maybe that
yeah, probably my older brother.
Yeah, exactly. So what kind of pride does that give you guys? I mean, okay, it's a Big 9 win. You still got Big 9 title. You still got postseason to think about, things like that.
Yeah.
Come on. You beat the Cross River. Right?
Yeah, I mean, since we were freshmen, this entire senior group, we've always known that we just never wanted to lose to them. That was one of our goals, and it's good to finally accomplish it.
Well, congratulations on a big win here tonight. Tony Ortega joining us here on the postgame show as Eastmont takes care of business in the second half. They come from behind and knock off Wenatchee. 28-3 the final here in the 17th Bridge of Sportsmanship, and 5 in a row of the trophy, 6 in a row against Wenatchee. Eastmont comes out on top. We'll come back with more, and Coach Michael Don next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
Welcome back once again here on the postgame show. Visiting now with Michael Don, head coach for the Eastmont Wildcats, 6 in a row against that Cross River rival. You guys were down 3-0 at halftime.
Yep.
Things didn't go so well in that first half.
No.
Now, Tony just said you gave a spirited, motivational speech at halftime.
Yep.
What did you say?
Honestly, probably one of the few times where I think they expected me to come in and yell, and I didn't yell at all.
Oh, that's even scarier.
I walked in. I was actually pretty calm, and we just talked about, you don't play football to fear failure. You play football to have fun and put your best out. And looking at our guys, I felt like they weren't ready to get hit in the mouth by that team. I think we came in a little overconfident, and because we've been playing pretty well, and, they had a rough, second game, and I thought our kids came in overconfident. We didn't have a great week of practice. But, went in and we talked about just relaxing, having fun, playing football, and, not worrying about all the other stuff that goes on. I thought there's just too much hoopla and stuff going on this week, and it just got too many people thinking about things they shouldn't be thinking about.
I think it was Spencer Heimbigner who got the big hit to start the second half on that kickoff return, fumble. You get the ball right on their doorstep, but don't score.
Yep.
I mean, that's a momentum swing that could possibly go against you, but it didn't.
No, absolutely. We get the ball on the goal line. We get down there. 3rd and short, get stuffed. 4th and short, get stuffed. That's probably my fault. I think we didn't see the guy coming off the backside. When I went back and looked at it on our sideline replay, I realized that we could have blocked him, and it was just my fault for not seeing it. And so, we got stood there, but the kids raised up, and as soon as we got the ball back, we went down. And we started hitting some things that we had seen, and we talked about the cutbacks. They'd been flowing really hard. Their kids played unbelievably hard. I was so impressed with how hard their kids played. Once we hit some of those cutbacks, it loosened them up, and I think we just kind of wore them out as the game went on.
Well, the first one was by your youngster Petersen, 66 yards on that gallop, and that was a cutback, and obviously took advantage of what you guys were seeing. You talk about assignment football all the time. Tony kind of mentioned this too. It was maybe just one guy not getting their block. That was the difference between not springing kids and then getting a good second half.
Absolutely. That's football in a nutshell. It's probably the ultimate team sport for a reason. One player doesn't necessarily win every game like you can in basketball. If you put a legit Division I basketball player who's probably going to go in the NBA and put him in the Big 9, he's probably winning the league for you then and there. Football, you got to have 11 guys. Everybody's got to block. Everybody's got to do their job, and we just did a lot better job of that in the second half.
Well, congratulations on the win here. Big 9 opener. You take care of business. Good luck again next week.
Absolutely.
And we'll
Thank
see
you
you
very
down
much.
the road.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Michael Dunn joining us here on the postgame show, and that's going to wrap it up for our broadcast here tonight as Eastmont takes the Bridge of Sportsmanship yet again by a score of 28-3. Don's going to go talk to his team, and we are going to wrap up our broadcast. I'm going to see if I can remember everybody off the top of my head. I'm going to miss somebody I know. Malcolm Whitehall back in the studios. Thank you for your work. Dan Kuntz, our line producer here on site. Tucker Wagner has been a very busy guy in the van and running all over the place. And our apologies again for our issues audio-wise and technically. We'll get this figured out as we go. Also, thanks to our camera crew here tonight, Josiah Davison, to Connor Hawk, to Nate Mann, and to Hunter Moomaw. I think I got everybody. There you go. That's our broadcast crew that brought you the 17th Bridge of Sportsmanship, as it is. Oh, Matthew Ortiz. I can't forget Matthew Ortiz. Got him too. So there you go. Again, it's Eastmont getting the victory here tonight by a final of 28-3. On behalf of Grant Olson, that guy, I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a good night, everybody.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.